Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing? For those of you who've been following along, I don't remember exactly all the places I've said it, but I haven't been feeling so good. But I think I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better. I'm up for the challenge. I want to do Battlegrounds. I love this mode. I want to play it with you all. So we're going to stream this. We're going to go as long as we can, have some fun, try different stuff out, and definitely not refresh any champions. It's I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll tackle that when it goes live. When it goes live and we see the rewards, maybe refreshing will become a thing. But as of right now, it's a beta, and I just have so many champions I want to test and learn and have fun with. So we're not going to be doing that. OG Highline coming in strong, starting us off. Thank you, dude. I feel so welcomed back for this stream. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, dude. How are you doing, man? How are you doing? I feel like it's been forever. I think I only missed 1 week of streaming, but it feels like a lot more. Q, what's up, dude? Thank you so much for being here. Pretty sure we're going to have DLL on the call off and on, maybe some other people. Good game the other day. Oh, yeah. That was you. Hey, nice, dude. Nice. Yeah. I will say, just so for those who don't know, I had COVID. I'm getting over it. It was brutal. It was absolutely brutal. I'm really cool. It's really cool that no one asked. No one made a big deal about it. Everyone was just like, I hope you feel better. But I am vaccinated and boosted. And it was still brutal. It was still brutal. So those of you who are like, it's a mild cold or a mild flu, congratulations. Seriously, you did well for yourself. The relevance of that is there was a lot of times where I know I kind of just logged on and screwed around, and I don't remember a lot of it. So hopefully you got me on one of those, man. Hopefully you got me on one of those. Top Ray, what's up, dude? Ryan, love your stuff, my man. Glad I'm able to catch you live. More glad you're feeling. Thank you very much, Ryan. Thank you for not only the compliment, but yeah, throwing the health there above everything else. I am feeling better. Yeah, I know. I actually debated, should I even stream sounding the way I am? But I feel like it's okay. It's okay. If it's too much for you all, please let me know. Alex, for Loki again. Yes. And I did do a video on that because I was like, I said, this is my last war, maybe ever, in 4 Loki. And then 18 hours later, I was back in. So I did a full video on it, and I wanted to treat a bit of it like a state of the game. It's a pretty good video. I not to toot my own horn, I think I did a good job. I really was able to address a lot of the issues that were causing me to be like, I'm not leaving on my vacation until middle of June. So I've got less than a month left. But I was like, I think I'm going to leave 4 Loki now. And a lot of it was from the game. It was the game itself. And I was like, I'm going to use that as a platform or as a catalyst to talk about all of that stuff. Because I do think it's important, and I don't think I'm the only summoner out there who has these issues with the game. The game can be incredibly fun. Don't put hurdles in the way of us having fun. Why? Why? I don't get it anymore. And I know some of you, and I appreciate it, some of you have talked about, because a lot of my problems are with AQ and things like that are like, no, look, they're programming us. They need us logging in, even if it's not fun. It's basically like Pavlov's dog. We're Pavlov's dog. And they're like, here, if you log on, you're going to get these rewards. But we're like, it's not fun. And for me, Battlegrounds has shown how fun this game can be, and that if Kabam wasn't already aware of it, they should be now. And so take a lot of the fun things from this, spirit of it, right? And then put those into the other modes. I'm not saying that everyone has to love Battlegrounds and play Battlegrounds all day. I'm saying there's things about Battlegrounds, there's qualities to it that I think that can be implemented into other modes of the game that would allow people to have fun. And we don't need to be forced to log in anymore. I don't know if we ever did, but the game is fun on its own. I used to play World of Warcraft forever ago. I didn't do it because I got a crystal every 4 hours. I did it because it was a blast, and I wanted to farm my resources. I remember farming nature resistance resources so my alliance could go on to the next, I can't remember what the terms are. This is how long I played the game. But so that I remember farming fire resources so we could go to Molten Core, right? So we could have fire resistance. And that was punishing. It was not fun to farm the resources, but the game itself was so fun, I was happy to do it. Whatever. Christopher, hope everyone's having a great... Yeah, all right, man. Oh, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you hanging out. Hugh, we don't judge. Nice. What's up, Jay Will? We all know Vegas just clicked for those last war videos. Yeah, every war is gonna be like, maybe my last war ever. What's up, DLL? How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah?
I just got revenge on Brutal DLX.
Dude, he's a tough matchup. He is.
Yeah, I lost 2-0 to him earlier.
I fought him. I faced him once, and he absolutely destroyed me 2-0. Like it was like I fought him and Barrowman each once, and both times was just like it wasn't even close. Like not even close. It is what it is.
I can't remember if I beat Barrow. I know I've lost to him once.
Yeah, he's really good and just smart, right? Like I would love to see you guys have like a best of 5.
That'd be interesting.
Well, when I eventually, I do plan, I don't know how many of them we'll do. We'll have to see what Kabam has in store. I hope Kabam has tournaments and stuff too. I do intend to have at least one, and I'm going to call it like the Vega Invitational. And people will need to stream or at least be able to like record their ending of it. Like I know Barrow doesn't stream, at least I don't believe he does. But I will ask, again, I'm using him as an example because we've said his name. But I will ask him if he wants to participate. I will ask him to record it just to verify. Not that I don't trust him. I trust him. But I think just for everyone to feel good about it, especially because some people will stream or not. And then I'm thinking we make it up to like, I don't know, 64 sounds like a lot of people. But having a big tournament and having it not just be like one round. Like you in your matchup, like let's say it's you versus KT1. Like have it be at least a best of 5. To try to minimize the amount of RMG, or like you just had a bad round, like you just played poorly for one round. Like let's not have you lose because of that type of thing. So
my only hesitation there is you might want to do best of 3 just because it's 3 energy. There are 3 charges.
That's true. I should also mention that I'm probably gonna have the winner get $500. So, like, because I could see people being like, I haven't talked to any of them about it, but these are people that like, like DLL is my friend, right? So hopefully he comes on, like people in 4 Loki who hopefully they'd be willing to come on. But I could see someone like KT1 being like, well, why would I do this? Why would I do this? And it's like, well, you could win $500. Anyways.
Dreamin has joined the chat.
Yeah. People like, wait, what? I'll start a channel. OG Highline saying hi to Jay. OG, you got any questions, man? Or are you just starting us off right? I always appreciate that. What's up, Church Pastor Blaster? Oh, I like that name. All right, let's focus a little bit. I got to focus. You guys got to help me stay focused here. I got to fill out this deck. I'm not going to refresh today at all. I want to have fun. I want to try stuff out. If the ranking goes up, cool. If it goes down, not as cool, but it'll be fine. All right, so
I wouldn't refresh with that deck either.
Yeah. Also, people are like, "Ooh, no refreshing, crazy Vega." Way to go out on a limb. I'm finding Thing to not be as great as I had hoped. Are you?
It kind of depends. I lost to him earlier, even with Hyperion, who I'm very comfortable with, because he was just refusing to ever throw specials until I got to 2 or 3 bars.
Yeah, that's a problem. Okay, so
he's very AI dependent.
I'll put him in. I don't enjoy fighting with Thing. And I will admit, I probably don't really know how to fight with him that well. So he's truly just a defensive thing. Sorry for the poor pun. That wasn't intended. For me. And for those of you who know, and I'm still basically working on this strategy of I want everyone I put in to have a use both offensively and defensively. I'm trying to win 6 out of 10 matchups here, not 9 out of 10. And whatever. And whatever. Okay, sorry. So
Scorpion?
Let's move on. So I think Scorpion, let's have some fun with him. I think Immortal Abomination has to be. And and Spider Ham. And then I'll save Mr. Negative to come in. Mr. Fantastic, not the best in this meta, right? Offensively?
Not unless they get trapped in a bad matchup where you can rely on willpower reversal and stuff.
Yeah, I think I'm going to hold on.
He's good defensively.
Yeah.
It just depends on how many skilled champions they have.
And then I'm not going to... I've still been sticking with this. I am banning Human Torch automatically. Feels a little weird considering I have a rank 3 torch, but I've just had so many matchups where, or like a 5-star human torch wins someone around. And I'm like, I just feel like playing into what I think is my advantage, I'm better off just banning him and then therefore not using a spot on him. So that's what I'm going to do there.
Nigs is quite good if you wanted any other signs.
I think I'll leave him.
You're going 5 at a time.
Yeah, I'm just going to kind of fill it out and then, because I'm hopefully going to go long enough where we have to change up some champions. That's my hope here. So Shang-Chi, I wish I could use him more in Battlegrounds. The way the metas have been, it just doesn't make sense.
His extras damage is damage dealt, right?
Yeah. I mean, maybe he could get around some stuff. But he serves no defensive purpose.
Yeah.
And again, not a humble brag or toot or whatever. I'm not sure what the kids are saying these days. I have other options. So
right.
I just can't stand playing Falcon, but I see people saying he is OP, and he's
not that good.
Really? You don't think so?
I mean, he does get around Safeguard, but like not nearly as quickly.
Yeah.
And he takes a fair amount of block damage. Like, I've beaten a lot of Falcons.
Okay. All right. Well,
I'm
not going to put him in for I don't think he's a 2-way, and he annoys me. It's annoying to me. Na
and Topray are correct. I think that Black Panther and Crossbones are where you want to be for your defensive ability accuracy reduction.
I don't know how to play Black Panther like Na does. That's part of the problem.
Honestly, you don't have to do the intercept. You like parry 3 hits, parry 3 hits, parry 5 hits, special 1.
That doesn't sound too bad. All right.
That's most of his fights.
So maybe we'll end up bringing him in. Speaking of champions, I don't really know how to use very well, but I've recently taken rank 3 as Hitmonkey. So we'll bring in Hitmonkey, and then we'll have Black Panther, Crossbones, and Black Cat be the ones that they're the substitute. They're the B team for me. For me, anyways. Topray, yay, free from Topray. So you're an example of someone because we're friends. I would hope you would join this, but I would need you to record it and put it up on YouTube, or maybe let me put it up on YouTube, or if you don't have a channel, maybe you do. But that's a great example. And yeah, I know. You would receive a high seed. I will be seeding people. If we're doing this, we're going to make it fun. We're going to make it very, very fun. And we're going to have a good time with it. So there will be seeding.
Just be nice to my roster.
Hey, friends, part of the seeding will be, friendships, these sorts of things.
I just know that, like, I never feel like my roster is that small.
Yeah.
Except when I'm going through Battlegrounds.
Dude, trust me, I've never once, before Battlegrounds, I never once really, I always thought my roster was, like, one of the best in the game. And then I've gone up against some people, and I was like, okay, theirs is better. Yeah, theirs is better. In fact, what's been really interesting for me is fighting people who aren't like in what we call like top tier alliances, and seeing their roster, and I'm like, oh my good God,
there are so many more whales than I thought there were.
Yeah, that's been one of the most profound things for me that I had no way I would have guessed. There are so many more massive whales. In fact. One of them, despite playing in like my COVID-induced stupor, I remember their name. It was Aurora. We'll look for them. Let me fill out this, and then remind me to go look for them, and we'll check out their roster. Oh, I guess we can only see their top 4, but it was outrageous. Yeah. Like I did not know who to ban, type of thing. What's up, PWF? True Potential, Joshua. Thank you for being here. What's up, Jeremy? All right, Tom's here too, right? Hitmonkey isn't great for this one. All right. Well, let's see me embarrass myself or play poorly with him. So we've got Bishop, who you guys all know I love. Magneto has been good. Toad and Domino.
He still had enough bleed, and plus he has the disorient, right?
I honestly don't really like. I see why people love him because I took him to rank 3.
I don't think Nerd has stopped putting him in his deck. Is what I'm going by.
Well, Nerd's got a rank 4, and Nerd's also like. One of those like kind of scary, brilliant people on this game.
Yeah.
And Monkey, we'll talk about it when we get to it. All right. So I'm not enjoying mutants for Battlegrounds. in general. Like as a general class, despite them being so strong, I have noticed I am very happy to go lower on my mutants.
I strongly agree.
Really? Okay.
So many of them are like stable. They have broad, powerful abilities.
Yeah.
But they're not really like focused in the way you need for this.
That's a great way of putting it. Not surprising that you're able to put it well into words. I am excited to get my Havoc and then my Omega Red to rank 3 because I do think they are focused in the way you're potentially talking about here.
Yeah. And House of X has actually been pretty good for me. And then Apocalypse is obviously defensive.
Yeah, I'm going to pass. I mean, I think Kitty, people have done a lot of great things against me with Kitty, but I'm going to pass on all of them for right now. And a lot of that's also due to strength elsewhere. A lot of that's due to strength elsewhere. All right. Yeah. Null, I think, is fantastic. Hercules, defense Hercules. How would we pronounce that? I've enjoyed seeing that on the Discord server.
I think I've always heard it as Defensecules.
Defensecules. Either way, I like it.
Surfer's underrated here.
Okay. I'm gonna bring in King Groot. What about Odin? Does he get around enough, you think?
No.
Okay. So
this is the meta where he's definitely the worst.
Well,
yeah, I was going to say Terrax is definitely up there.
The energy damage and what else does he do offensively? You feel?
Offensively, it's mostly the energy damage.
Okay.
And then armor breaks limiting despair can help, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. All right, so this one, I have loved Guardian.
Yeah.
Yes, just flat out, yes, I have loved Guardian.
Kafre's really liked Gamora. You basically just combo, throw in heavies and special ones.
It kills me to leave my MVP of Silver Centurion on the bench, but I've only got 5 spots left. I really like the champions I've brought in.
Yeah.
I don't even want to bring in Hulkbuster, but we'll save him for.
I even wonder if Sam might be good.
I can't stand him. Like literally.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I keep investing in him. I used a generic. The fact that it was a generic doesn't really make a difference as much as I used an Awakening Gem. I've taken him to rank 3. I just can't stand him. I think I need to sit down and do nothing else in game for like 24 hours to 48 hours and focus purely on how to play him because people like him and it's people whose opinion I respect. But every time I play him, I'm like, all right, we're all set up. We're ready to go. We've done a variety of methods to get the big SB2 and I do it. And they're like, and 10% health falls off. I'm just like,
yeah.
Okay, that's cool. All right.
Is your Mojo rank 3?
Yes.
He's very good.
So this is the strength. For anyone who ever fights me, 1, I want all of you to kick my butt. Please bring your best, kick my butt. And then take me out for a soda pop afterwards. But this is this. I feel like this is my strength. I feel like my science and definitely my mystic is where my rosters like could just go on for days. So yeah, like I'm almost just randomly picking people right now. Like Mojo's not even going to make the cut, and he probably should. If I was really going to focus in, hone in, take this super ultra seriously, I would find a way to put Mojo in there. But people have been kicking my butt with Claire and Diablo. I'm not even bringing in Doom. I don't think Doom's that great offensively here, but still he's Doom. And that long shot is rank 2 for anyone who's wondering. And then Sasquatch is a great defender. I'm not going to bring him in right now either. So thanks, Corporal Fig. That's really kind of you.
I've been using Mojo offensively almost more than defensively.
He's a powerhouse, man. How have you been using him to take down like Nimrods?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the exact matchup I had against Brutal.
Really smart. Someone did that. I've learned so much from playing people. Someone did that to me. I thought I had won. I thought like I'd backed them into that corner. You know, the third match comes up, and I'm like,
I think he did too.
he's only got Mojo left. Let's go with Nimrod. And then we got to the final screen. I was like, oh, apparently I don't really know how that worked out. That was really smart of that player. All right, let's go ahead and see what we match.
Mojo is good for almost every cosmic except Nova.
Interesting.
Because the duration reduction kicks in before his SIG extends it. So a high SIG Nova is really annoying.
What's up, PWF? Sorry, for anyone who I haven't said hi to, I'm going to try. A couple people have feedback on they watched the stream, the last Battleground stream I did, and they watched it afterwards, which I appreciate the heck out of. And there was some feedback given there and other forums where they're like, we'd really like it if you talked a little bit more about what you're doing. Like why you're doing it, like how the matchup's going, strategy. So DL and I are going to both do our best to kind of talk that. And then, of course, we always try to keep up with the chat. That's one of the reasons why streaming is so insanely fun. Actually, it's probably the biggest reason. So we'll try to keep up with the chat too. So definitely repeat yourself if I miss something or DL missed something. And it's not none of you. I see all the names. I know all these names. You guys don't spam. What's up, Lord Gara? How you doing, man? 5-star Gwenpool rinses fights in Gwenpool? You can't get hit, right?
That. Ability accuracy reduction and bleed.
That's the thing with Battlegrounds, man. Is like I want to rank everyone now. Like
me too.
I want to rank them all.
Very nearly everyone. Like I could even see like a high sig Jubilee would be like a sleeper attacker.
Dude. You know, Strands, for those who don't know Strands, DL and I have played a Strands for, are we going on like 5 years now?
Something like that.
And he has some misses. We all have misses. But he's been like on champions consistently for a long time. In fact, we're getting close to him having another one where he's telling us how good he is. And then we find out he's right. But I mean, like Human Torch, Sorcerer Supreme, Spider-Man 99, the list goes on. And he, a couple months ago, was hitting me up about Jubilee. Did I just say Jubilee?
I think you said Jubilee.
Why am I having trouble saying Jubilee? All right. I wanted to rank Night Thrasher today. We're going up against Nick. All right, let's see how this goes.
And thanks, Toffray. I'm pretty sure yesterday was the peak. There's a reason I'm second on Vegas stream rather than doing my own this morning, but it's better.
This is an example of why maybe I should bring Human Torch. Like,
yeah, it feels really bad to ban one of those.
Yeah, but I mean, whatever. It is what it is. I'm like I said, I'm playing the percent. I'm trying to win 6 out of 10 matchups, not 9 out of 10. All right, I should focus and pick someone. I'm actually going to pick Magneto. He's been really valuable to me offensively and defensively in a lot of modes. It's annoying that he's been that good, but it's reality. All right.
Yep. Posing metal and being shock and bleed immune is actually a lot.
Absolutely. So I'm going to go with Maw, defensive possibility, and then also could maybe handle Hyperion for me. And then
he's really good for Hyperion.
I think I'm going to go Dragon, man. It feels weird to not take I-Bomb.
I see either, yeah.
Well, the Diablo's been so powerful for people going against me, and I don't know if Dragonman should be fine, right? Against Diablo, if I need that?
Yeah, he's fully immune.
The speed at which what they're picking makes me feel like they either really know what they're doing, or I'm going to see their fights be 1 second.
I'm already suspicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seemed like the clear one.
Using Toad. That's why Toad's there.
Ryan says, how important is Jubilee's SIG ability? If you're planning on using her as an attacker, very. Because that's where a lot of her damage comes from, is punishing the Purifies. Yeah.
Actually, because I'm a little suspicious here, I'm I'm gonna have some,
conserving charges.
I'm gonna have some fun too. Like I'm gonna have a little fun. I'm gonna just practice stuff. You guys are gonna see some really bad Tiger gameplay today. I hope you're ready and excited for it. What's up, Stat? All right, I gotta pick a defender. That's not what I wanted to do. I see. This is for me one of the biggest problems with the modders. Is it just messes with the integrity of everything, and so this person may be an incredible player and just doing great, but in my mind, that's what I'm facing now. You know.
Right. I don't think you're going to do much damage here.
Yeah, probably not. Like I said, I've kind of
checked out a bit.
Yeah, I've checked out.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
The minute I see a bunch of champions under 10,000, basically, I'm like, great.
Which sucks, because what if Nick is just a great player? And we'll find out, you know?
Joffrey says this is a real player who's streaming.
Oh, wow. Well, good luck, Nick. That's awesome, man.
Triple says, I don't think anyone over 200 fights is cheating. I'm pretty sure I've run into a couple. You have champs under 10k and you're at 1900? Okay, yeah, but it's not 60% of your deck, I'm assuming. That's all I mean, Triple. Doing better than I thought it would.
I actually used a toad to... I want to make sure I don't overstate it. I think we killed the King Groot. I realize it's a totally different matchup, but...
Oh, yeah. That one does sound very good. Oh, True Potential is saying this person's in the CCP. And I do know the HC Alliance.
Oh, wait, it's Seaton. I'm just kidding.
Hey, Cream Cheese, how's it going? We don't speak that name here, Triple. Or at least I don't. I don't want to speak for Vega.
What's up, Cream Cheese? How you doing, my friend? What's up, Triple? See, obviously he's modding. Hopefully everyone got the sarcasm on that.
That's a very good matchup. That's cool. That's okay.
Well, let's see if I can climb out of this hole I have dug myself. I'm gonna go with Dragon Man, and I think Dragon Man's gonna get destroyed by Black Widow Deadly Origin. That's my sense. I believe Nick was running Recoil too.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Ghost Dog? How you doing, my friend? Let's see if Terrax can do anything. Thanks, guys. Yeah. We obviously I didn't know a lot in the beginning, so I was just saying I had this feeling. But it's always great to be wrong. And in fact, I was even trying to say like that's the problem. That's one of the things that really bothers me about the modding. Is like I would never have thought of that if modding hadn't been such an issue.
Yeah. And going in another direction, that's why it can be sometimes hard to get rid of the modders. Because it's just difficult to go like, oh, how much is believable?
Yep. And you don't want to accuse innocent people, and you definitely don't want to ban innocent people.
Right. Like, it came up in the Discord yesterday, the idea of a report button. And I get it. But, like, you're definitely going to have people who don't understand Hood saying, like, oh, that's not fair.
Yeah, it would ultimately... Oh, man. Penny's dash always gets me. Always. Like...
She's tricky.
Yeah. I'm even struggling to get used to it using her offensively. But it is what it is.
That's interesting stat, because I have not seen any modder that egregious, and I just kind of assume that by the time they get up to my level, they are more likely to have been banned for that stuff. So I tend to see the ones that are like 20 seconds, which might be believable, but not losing less than 1% health.
Pretty sure he's gonna have smoked me on this one.
Yeah, Jeremy, Hood is very good for BGs.
Well, if anyone could please tell Nick, nicely done, awesome. And that's what we were talking about. When we were saying, like, sometimes they're just really good players. That was really done. He chose well, he used good strategy, and then executed, which was awesome. All right, let's go on to the next round.
Yeah, I know, Triple. Like, there probably should be a report button. There also should probably be some kind of limits on it. Or even like a warning that says, hey, you've reported too many people that we went and checked and were legit. Maybe cool it.
Have a good one, Zach. I don't know. If they had like the team to do it properly, right? But then like they being what's up? We're going up against Nick again. Oh man, another modder. Hopefully everyone knows I'm kidding. All right, let's go ahead and let's do this. Knowing what I now know, I still don't know who I would ban off of his roster though.
Maybe the Terrax. Just because Blackfoot was a good one. Ghost Dog says I would report DLL as a modder.
Obviously. Yeah, he'll go.
His roster makes no sense with his rank. And you would be right.
I think I said hi to Ghost Talk. What's up, my friend?
Yeah. I've definitely had some matchups where I finished the draft and I'm like, well, I'm done for.
Yeah.
There's no way for me to get through this. They have all the answers and I don't have them. And then like they'll do some tactical things that surprise me and I manage to win. I feel very lucky when that happens. But it's tough. The timers put a real stress on. As I'm talking during yours.
Yeah, no, it's fine. See, I see that torch come up and I worry about the torch more than I should. And I really feel like I think I overthink that.
Yeah, you just have to be sure not to open with Omega Sentinel and defense. She's energy, right?
She's a weird combo, man. I think I'm gonna go Thing. But is he just gonna destroy Thing with someone that I don't realizing he's going to destroy Thing with?
Wait, most of hers are physical. Cool.
Yeah, I almost feel like she's like maybe that can't be intentional. I discovered it in like a war video. PWF showed it to me. See, this is so weird. I'm gonna go with
kind of like I discovered Storm Special 1 is mostly contact hits.
Oh,
including the lightning bolts.
See, I'm gonna lose this.
Yeah.
I thought about throwing this round.
I was saying spam. That would have been possible.
Against Penny?
Yeah. Spam has won me some surprising stuff, but it is AI dependent.
I tried that the other day. It did not go well. It does not mean that it can't go well. I'm very open to the idea that it could.
Yeah, Lord Gar, I've done that too.
I did not mean to get pushed my special 3. I was actually trying to set up the special 2. Messed that up. Not only was I probably going to lose anyway, but I have misplayed this badly.
Yeah, that's the worst feeling.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Oh.
At least I still have a few more days of blaming illness.
Look at that, 71 seconds. That's a 5-star, I don't even know what rank torch, taking out a SIG 200 rank 3 thing. That's why I'm like, I feel like, I don't even know why I'm bringing him anymore. Because it feels like so frequently people have an answer.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've taken, my usual thing is Diablo.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Like, he's got me. Nice job, Nick. Thing doesn't have that many counters.
See, now here is where I might actually do spam. Especially now.
Yeah. All right. Did the game jump around a bunch on screen too, or is that just on my end? I got saved though.
See it, but it.
Yeah,
there were some weird input stuff.
Yeah, that was really bizarre. Stand your ground saved me though, so I can't complain too much. Omega Sentinel is a brutal fight. I've learned that Aurora, we gotta check that out, that account. That Aurora made me realize I have no idea how to fight her if I don't have null. Like, I have no clue. What's up, Zuzu?
It's tough.
All right.
No, I was suggesting Dragon Man.
I think I'm gonna place Overseer.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because the game isn't going to give me the opportunity to change my mind. And then I'll use Dragon Man against Terex.
Right, and hope that beats Mole.
Ah, shoot. I forgot about Mole Man. Man, I'm not all there.
It's still possible.
Yeah, I'm not all there. Damn it. Dragon Man's the one that's immune or replaces Degen?
Degen.
Yeah, this will be an interesting one.
All right, back off a little bit.
Yeah. That's doing more than I had wanted.
Yeah, it scales pretty intensely. Thanks, Easy.
Oh, man.
Hey, Infamous, how's it going?
Well, that was a very winnable matchup, but the way Nick's been playing, yeah, I think he'll take it. Congrats, Nick. What's up, Infamous? How you doing, buddy? JJ's here. What's up, JJ?
Yeah, that was a good one.
Let's go back. I'm curious about this one, though. I'm curious about this. I saw this earlier. Thing doesn't have that many counters. I disagree. In my experience, someone almost always has one, and I'll kind of go over them. Falcon. Well, I guess it's a different meta, but Hitmonkey has been destroying them. People have been using Diablo, Human Torch, as we just saw, and these are champions that like people are regularly bringing in. Even like Spider-Ham can take him out, not too hard. I know not a lot of people have her, but Black Cat can absolutely destroy thing. It's been interesting for me to go through
Masacre, I-Bomb, Diablo.
I-Bomb, thank you. Yeah, Masacre right here. Like, it's been really interesting to me to realize like how frequently, now maybe it's just that he's a good defender, so people are bringing counters. Like, I'm aware, I'm very open to that idea. Watch, we'll keep going through this experience. Here, I want you guys to see this Aurora's account. Ooh, what's this? Class Catalyst Selector? Are they good ones? I've been talking about how I want to rank up all my champions. Is the deal a good one? If anyone's able to tell us, I'd appreciate it. This Aurora's account. Where is it? How do you spell Aurora? Man, I am not. I'm not. Dot. There it is. Like,
thanks, Travis. Yeah, it's getting better.
I wish we could see the rest of their account.
Right.
It was honestly one of the ones where I've gone up. The only times that's happened to me a few times, but it was Brutal's account and then this one where I was like, this is what people talk about against me, where they're like, I didn't know who to ban. And it definitely happened to me against this person. And they had like new champions too, from what I recall. Like Sauron was up there and Toad. It was the whole thing. The whole thing.
Yeah.
I like the offer. It's $30, 50%. Not great. 50% tier 5 CC. Is there anything else besides tier 5 CC? As weird as it is, that's not what I'm needing right now.
Yeah, not even a little bit.
All right.
I know you and KT1 have given each other gift cards in the past. How did you do it? And, yeah, you know what? That's been an issue. Gift cards back and forth. Like, I did a giveaway and someone in England won. And they found like some workaround where they had like family who lived in, I think, Philadelphia or in Pennsylvania. Because I when I do it, I send through the Apple store or like apple.com, you know. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if K2 if I did. You've seen giving each other. I don't know if KT1 or if I have given each other gift cards. I've done stuff on his stream before, which isn't, you know, the same. PayPal also, you know, can get around that kind of stuff for you too. Vega, what's the message from the game team yesterday? I don't know. Let me see. Are you talking about, was it in my mail? I think this is just that side quest.
Yeah.
I don't think anything exciting. This is from a while ago. I haven't claimed it because I haven't had use for it. They would just go into overflow.
That's weird because it does say yesterday.
5/23. That does look like yesterday. Maybe it's a new one? No, I mean, there it is. You can see it's going to expire in a...
Topper says the dates get updated. Weird. Mine isn't in my inbox anymore. They finally fixed that.
All right. Let's see if we can come back on and not have Nick kick my butt. That'd be fun.
By the way, it's not a big deal, but I have been hearing myself back.
Oh, really? I can't. I'm not hearing an echo. Is anyone else hearing that?
I'm sure somebody would have mentioned it.
Or maybe they just like your voice that much.
Yeah, so I'm not... Oh, wait. Is it... That might... Ah, yes. Okay. I told somebody how to fix this the other day, and I just forgot.
Was it the
See,
whole...
I'm not there all either.
Yeah. Trust me, I feel that. Like when I was like, Overseer's going to do it. And you're like, yeah, but he might just use Mole. And I was like, oh, yeah. I hate this. Oh, Crossbones. There's another option for thing.
Yeah.
All right. Draft your champions.
Sig 40's fine on Reed Deathstroke. Like, he benefits all the way to 200. You can really see it in the video I put out this morning. But he doesn't need it.
I'm trying to figure out. So, Dragon Man's for Terrax. The rest of them just trying to figure out, like, who's the in general most valuable. And I'm actually going to go with Guardian. He's been like, maybe, you know, we developed these biases, and I might just have a positive bias towards him, but I feel like he's been so clutch for me in so many matchups.
Yeah, no, he's very good. Triple is saying that it's not the thing doesn't have counters, but in his experience, opponents only have one. And so he like uses it to keep that counter back.
I'm definitely open to that idea. Like there's an advanced strategy there, for sure.
That has not been my experience. I feel like my opponents always have an absurd number of nukes that I don't have right. But
okay, so just so everyone knows, I would normally pick Sigil Witch here, but for that Hyperion, but I want to kind of fool around, test some stuff, and I was actually gonna take shoot, there was another Mystic up there who I was gonna take, but I was gonna take Tigra, so I could kind of like practice Tigra, and then I was talking, and so I messed up. Tigra is great for Hyperion. I have a fight that like if that modder button was available, they would have said Vega is modding. But now we're gonna get a chance to take Tigra, so there we go. And you said that Silver Surfer's been fun.
He's better than you would think. Yeah. No, like he does, because he gets around safeguard. So if you, he's not like a torch nuke, but he, like, basically nobody is immune to his stuff. And so he's just like a reliable middle champion that can also throw people a little bit on defense if they don't have like a bleeder.
That's nice too, because some people are going to be taking him to rank 4 for prestige. It's nice that like he actually can do things. All right,
right, and he does blank Black Widow Deadly Origins, which I very much appreciate.
I don't know if I'm going to take. Who's going to be a problem is Bishop.
Do it with Guardian.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do.
It's not my favorite match, but it works.
Do you think I should go to the SP3 or still do SP1, SP2? That doesn't look like a highly ranked Bishop.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm curious to see how their fight goes. That's going to be interesting. I would love to see him kick my Penny's butt. I like, for those who don't know, I am motivated to like Crossbones. So I like seeing Crossbones do things that I didn't think they could do.
Chad is saying special 3.
Okay, that was just a massive lag spike. I have not been having issues. I'm surprised to see that. Yep, should have listened to the chat. And then this is always that.
You'll get the armor back at some point. Yeah, so you may just be able to repeat that cycle.
Yeah. Trap knew what it was talking about, though. So now I think I'm really unsure. I'm gonna trust in Penny, and so if I time out, time out. And after playing smart this whole time, I do that to myself.
You can eat a few of them and you'll actually heal.
You think so?
Yeah. Just not too many.
You're like, I said a few.
All in.
Guardian.
What the heck?
I'm really curious to see how this is. Like, part of me really hopes I lose, because I'd love to see... Look at that. Okay. I can't screenshot this. I don't know how to... We'll go back to... We're going to go back and talk about this. Because I really understand, like, the rules are the rules. That's how the game's played. I win that round, right? I did win that round, technically. But my brain and eyes look at that, and I feel like I should have lost. I think.
Yeah, and I just don't agree.
I think. That one might not be a great example of what I'm talking about. And I got so carried away here, I'm not focused. Thanks, Not. You know what? Actually, I think I can bring it back up on stream easy here. Oh, I shouldn't have picked Dragon Man. What am I doing? I'm busy talking and blabbing away. And I think that round didn't go exactly as because I did KO. Because I KO'd Bishop, I think that changes things. I think I just need to throw this one away. Who should I throw it away with?
You can take that with Tiger.
You can. I can't. How does Tiger do this?
Because he's aggressive in the Rockfield mode, you can counter his heavy, whereas normally the spacing is pretty tricky. But it works here, and then you can counter his special 1 as well. You just need to get to a special 2, basically.
Okay. I don't think this is going to go well.
Yeah, see, because he dashes in.
Such a noob. Dude, someone should teach Terax how to slow down. Okay, it's not smart. Wow, there's no way I would have thought that would go like that. So I'm sure a lot of you know, I am a advancing Tiger player. I still have DLL's Tiger Guide on download, and I frequently just put it on when I'm in the car to try to get better. And I practice as much as I can. And I decided today on stream, I'm like, if I embarrass myself with Tiger, I'm fine with it. So I did not think it was going to go like that. Holy cow. Awesome. Did everyone else in the chat know it would go like that? That was outrageous. Outrageous. DLL, has anyone ever told you you're really smart at this game?
Triple is outlining some advanced strategies because he's so aggressive in the way his moveset works.
Yeah.
You can, like, step back heavy.
Are you serious? So I didn't even just stand there.
There are only a few characters where you can do it.
What's up, Meta? Ryan Nichols, modder. Yes. Like, honestly, I would be happy. I'd be like, I'm done, guys. Someone accused me of modding. Like, that would never in my life would have ever thought that would happen in this game.
Yeah, Chavez is a super fun one, Toffrey. That's one of my favorites, too.
Oh, hey,
Maw is up there as well.
John was in the chat. Hey, great matchup, man. The RNG went my way. Awesome matchup. Thank you for doing that. We're going to take a look at... Okay, so yeah, I think in hindsight, just my initial visual was I should have lost. A lot of it was due to the fight duration, but I didn't account for how much more health my Guardian has than John's Crossbones. Although, can we all a shout out to John there? That's really awesome. With Crossbones there.
Because ability accuracy reduction doesn't get around her.
No.
That's maintaining the Furies even when you can't safely land heavies and breaking her shield the old-fashioned way.
So that's, what is that? Just getting a lot of Furies and beating her shield down and beating on her when he has the chance to. The ability accuracy reduction getting around Safeguard, at least? Or no?
Yeah, the ability accuracy reduction will bypass Safeguard, and his high modified attack will break the shield quickly.
That's pretty cool, in my opinion, and I think that's awesome. Hopefully, John's still there. I think that's pretty cool. So, my DLR, do you feel like kind of getting into this? And we're not going to argue, but like, or are you like, dude, I don't feel well. Let's not do this today.
No, it's okay.
Okay, so this one's not a good example, and maybe DLL and I will end up kind of agreeing, and I don't think we necessarily disagree, but if this Crossbones had Moby, let's say like 50% health, would he have won? Is anyone able to do the math on that quickly enough?
Well, if you double the 3,500 there, it would be very close. And close to me feels about right.
Yeah.
But let's say he had like 60% health. Or yeah, actually, no, let's just say 50% health, because that wouldn't quite get there. And let's say that because you were down to the last second. Let's say that the defender HP there on your side says 29,500. Okay, if 50% he wins, then let's say it's 40%. I didn't actually do the math, but let's say 40%. And let's say, so he has 40% left and you have 0.5% left on Bishop, but you don't actually KO, you time out. A lot of people have been saying that, well, if you don't KO the opponent and your opponent does, then you should lose. And I just don't agree. Because you know going in that your health matters too. And so picking a champion like Guardian is not just about the damage they do, it's about how healthy they stay. Picking a champion like Kingpin or iBomb is not just about the damage they do, it's about how healthy they stay. Like that is a tactical choice. You are making real choices based on your roster to try and get the most points that you can from all three categories. And the other thing, sorry, go on.
No. Is in fact, just to it's kind of like furthering your point a little bit. I think it is even in that fight, and I'm almost positive I said it out loud. I know I thought it, but I'm pretty sure I said it. I said, I'm going to trust in Penny. And I don't know if I said what the implication of that was, but the idea was I'm not going to rush my fight. There was a moment where I could have rushed it a little bit. I don't remember exactly what it was. It was like pushing Bishop over an SB1, or there was a couple moments there where I intentionally was like, I'm going to slow down. And if I time out or my fight takes a long time, I'm okay with that. Because I felt like Penny was going to elongate that fight or do damage through her power burn. And that actually played out. And then I think what you're maybe adding on to, or in addition to that, is Guardian was able to mitigate and potentially even heal up, if I had played it better, the damage Bishop was doing with that Incinerate, right? So that's kind of what you're saying too, but like you're intentionally picking these people, these champions, because their health pool should stay higher as well. Yeah?
The other aspect of it is not exacerbating roster disadvantages, because obviously you had the roster advantage here.
Yeah.
But let's imagine that was a 5-star Guardian. And based on the way you played, you would have been healthy at the end, but you definitely would have timed out. And let's assume that the other side of the match stays exactly the same. But with a 5-star Guardian, let's say that you maintain basically that much health, but you time out by like 5 seconds or something. 10 seconds even. So Bishop has like maybe as much as 15% left.
Yeah.
But you still win. If your reaction to that is, well, then the other person should have won because you didn't get Bishop down, then what that says to me is that your reaction is, if you have a 5-star Guardian versus a 6-star Guardian, that's more important than how well you play the fight.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. I mean, you're very good at like thinking these things through to a logical. You and I've talked about it, right? It's like the lawyer, right? You take the rules and the premise, and then you're able to think it through. And this ended up being not a good example. Hopefully, we find another one where. And I'm not saying that like I think this is dumb or whatever. I'm saying my brain looks at, my eyes see the result, and my brain's like, something's not right here. Not as in like it's underhanded or the scores weren't calculated. Because I'm also a believer in what I believe one of the tenets of what you're saying is we all know the rules going in. The rules aren't necessarily unfair. We all know them. So you played based on the rules. That's part of the spirit of what you're saying, right? Like,
right.
And I agree on that. I absolutely agree. I think like we all know the rules. They're posted. It's clear. Meta's asking for the math to stop, and I have to say, Meta, my brain was starting to hurt too. So I am with you. What's up, James? And Tom and Triple U were definitely going through the math. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Boris Lachat, the name always gets me to chuckle every single time, especially with the photo. Next week, hidden BG node is Coward. Is it really? I hope not. Is that the one where we have to like block to get power?
No, Coward is the one where everything's unblockable and you have to tap block to do damage.
That sounds fun. I hope that's a joke.
I'm pretty sure that's a joke.
Dragon Man's gone. Man, Nerd was on Dragon Man being valuable so early. So early. All right, so let's go ahead and bring in another Mystic. Let's replace him with a Mystic.
But the last thing I'll say is that as much as like I feel strongly about that with timeouts,
yeah,
I also feel like if you get wrecked, if you KO as an attacker, and your opponent like has a long, tough fight, slogs it out, and like gets to the other side with 15% health, I am totally fine with that being an auto loss for you because you died. Like that's different to me.
Yeah.
I don't think that the KO should matter defensively. I think offensively it probably should. But if you throw that in, then you have to do something about strategic pauses.
Those have got to go. I think it was in the Discord server where it came up, right? I've seen that discussion so many places, And I was like, I think it just needs to go. Like if the game's paused, like you're just out, and someone's like, well, what if like something legitimately happens? So, or oh no, I think it was even Cat Murdoch maybe was like, yeah, but what if you actually legitimately like time out? And I was like, yeah, okay, maybe it's just purely pausing. Like if the game's paused, like I don't know. And then someone made maybe it was you. Gosh, I'm like combining a bunch of different conversations.
I had a low battery animation or thing pop up, and that caused a pause.
See, that sucks.
Right. But I mean, maybe they could make it so that it's like, maybe they don't take out the pause, but it's just if you pause for more than 5 seconds, then you get some kind of penalty or something.
Yeah.
I had a disconnect earlier, True Potential, and that stinks, but I'm also less worried about that because if that happens, you probably just lose due to the disconnect more than anything else.
Just so everyone knows, I would normally actually, just me and my experience, I would actually normally ban this Korg. But I'm not, because the game's not going to let me. But also because I kind of want to punish myself. I want to test. Do I need to start banning Korgs, or do I need to start? Did they disconnect? Is this a connection issue? What's going on here?
It always takes a while if
you don't pick all three. That wasn't intentional. I was actually trying to get rid of Apocalypse. But I want to test and see, like, in my roster, do I need to be more Korg prepared? So I'm intentionally. That was an intentional move on my part. But if we were going full on and all that stuff, and I was really just focused in, I would have probably gotten rid of that Korg. I don't think I have good Korg counters.
Toad can do it, right?
I think he can. I used it, and it didn't work out well. But I think that was more of a me issue than it was a Toad issue.
Na is saying in Madden you can pause for X amount of time before it's an auto loss. See, that sounds about right to me.
It gets tricky though, like with all right, I gotta focus because the game is advancing and I am not.
Yeah, it's definitely tricky. I agree with you there. Yes, Chris, I'm using Joe in Battlegrounds. That was I believe Joe was my defense pick in my last victory over Brutal DLX.
Is the stream still running, guys? Because it seems like my end is not working.
It is, yeah.
So it's not my internet.
At least for me.
It's not my internet. It's just cool. Surfer and Scarlet Witch. That's great.
Yeah, that'll work.
I actually kind of wanted to bring Scarlet Witch. So 50% is not bad.
That sounds correct, Meta. Meta says I've had very fast Toad versus Korg fights, but lost about 20% health because you are forced into mediums.
So, Triple U, I'm not going to pick Thing, but would you pick Thing here knowing that they have... Okay. Very curious on that. Yes.
Oh, and factoring in the SIG level for Falcon.
Oof, Triple U's taking... That's advanced tactics, my friend. That is advanced tactics. Sticks? I just made up a word. All
These are my tactical sticks.
Oh my god, we need tactical sticks now.
I think that's what Daredevil calls his batons.
Dude, you're on fire right now. That's what Daredevil calls his batons. That was
and I like Triple U's follow-up, that you want to place him and you think that, and this goes into what I was saying about I've beaten Falcons. Normally when I beat Falcons, and obviously that sounded weird.
Don't be kind of birds, my friend.
But normally when I beat Falcons, it's because I place I don't have Thing in my deck, but like Killmonger defensively. And Falcon works for Killmonger, but it's not that good.
Sorry, I was busy writing down when in the stream you made the tactical sticks joke. It was like you'd been holding on. That was like comedy material, I think, in my opinion.
Thanks.
Yeah, and it was like you holding on to that one for a few months. What am I doing here? What am I doing? I got carried away with myself. We're gonna go Silver Surfer. Everyone knows what a good defender he is.
I actually don't have amazing options for him.
Yeah, you're right. Who should I pick to go against this Killmonger? Because Toad's just going to feed him energy or power.
Yeah, but probably still does enough damage. I think I'd go Toad.
Let's see.
They were saying Surfer against Killmonger, and yeah, I do
armor
agree
break.
with that. But
Yeah,
I was looking down.
for the armor break. Yeah, and that is a shame. I mean, it's good for the mode in general, obviously, but it would be cool if there was enough time to have the chat pick who you're going to use to kind of like either help or mess with the streamer. That'd be pretty fun.
Right, but even on low latency, that's tough.
Yeah, there's and if they extended the timer of the mode, it would not be fun.
Okay. Doesn't seem too bad. He's having good Purify luck, unfortunately.
Okay, so it's like, why am I not doing more?
Because you've only got 2. That's what, like the 3rd passive? That's kind of frustrating. Okay, here we go.
I have never hit into Killmonger's block as much as I have in Battlegrounds. Ugh.
When he has Counterpunch.
Yeah. Like, it just, beat the pressure of trying to speed up.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
You know what I probably should have done here? I think this would have been the matchup for it. Is let him corner me at the beginning and hit me a few times. I wonder
to build up the regen and the poisons.
Yeah, I actually did that in a couple matchups, and it worked out exceptionally well. Oh, man, if I was thinking, why am I not thinking? What's up, Jelly? Something about Jelly.
That was a cool fight.
Maybe you want to say it that way. That was cool. That went way better than I thought it was going to go. Hey, dog. What is going on? Dude, you miss... I'm still this joke of TLLs. It's around an hour 09 in the chat. We're talking about tactical sticks is all I have to say. And there's a couple of jokes in there. It's worth, I think, going back for it. Infamous Toad has proven himself to be more than useful. More than useful. He's become a mainstay in my deck, actually. I do wonder once I get Havoc and Omega Red to rank 3, what's going to happen there. But he's and Surfer best defender, no doubt. Nah, come on.
That was a good performance by Surfer.
That was good. So I still don't want to use Thing, but I don't know what else to do here. So I'm gonna go with Thing, and then hopefully you're gonna play Spam next. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Really,
I probably would have put Mojo, but I don't.
Well, so how should I get rid of Kitty?
Spam.
All right, let's do it.
Like, you'll need to block because you'll crit, but I feel like that's your best chance on speed.
Yeah, I've totally lost it, and I'm just having fun with the chat and still laughing about tactical sticks.
Well, that's what we're saying, Jelly, is that Falcon is actually not that quick for Thing.
Oh no. Oh, that was interesting. Did Spam's
Did
auto
phase the power sting?
Well, so and I punished late because I'm slow. Oh yeah, that was done. Did Spam's auto evade that SP1? Because I felt like I saw it trigger, and then I felt like because of that, I wasn't going to get hit, which would mean she would not lose her prowess. You got clipped by the third part of the projectile. I don't know. That whole interaction surprised the heck out of me, Meta, because I wasn't intending to trigger it. Ben, she's honestly, despite what you just saw, she's not that bad. Well, you want to see? Look at that, 55 seconds, Sig 200 thing. I don't know.
Yeah,
like you
but
said,
55 seconds is also beatable.
Yeah, if I had had my Guardian or Omega Sentinel or Nimrod, yeah, I win that. I think
For sure.
Ben, so
I covered it in a, well, I should finish this matchup. I covered it in a war video. It's not that, I'm not saying she's easy. Obviously having the correct matchup helps significantly, but I was able to take her down with the Miguel. Who should I pick here? Monkey? Yeah.
It's gotta be Mojo, right?
You think Mojo?
Actually, you know what? Based on those, I don't know.
Let's go Mojo. We brought him along. Let's give him a purpose.
Like, Magneto will turn off some stuff, but I feel like Sigil Witch can get down Apocalypse pretty quickly, right?
I don't know. We'll find out. I think so. And Magneto can be really problematic against Mojo if he tries to start building his prowess early. Against Mojo, in my opinion, you really don't want to do that. You want that prowess at the, especially if you're going to go the SP3 route. I've done this in war. Just wait till I get really close to it, then build my prowess so that it doesn't expire. I was in the middle of telling about how to fight Kitty. You can get rid of her prowess by blocking those specials.
Yeah.
And then if she gets
tough, sorry, go on.
No, but if she gets enough to, I think I'm playing Sigil Witch very poorly right now too. That's Work's favorite thing. That's why Work hates Sigil Witch.
Yeah, I mean, I'm comfortable parrying his specials because of Guardian, but also this Apocalypse is being a nightmare for no particular reason.
Yeah, he's a jerk.
That heavy was so weird.
Yeah.
Well, then top rate was probably done. That's what I was thinking. Because, like, Warlock can definitely handle Hitmonkey, right?
All right, let's see if we can get lucky here. Yeah, I knew I wasn't playing her right. I should have been heavying more. I even did a video. It's always frustrating for me when I do a video on a champion and then I play them, but the video was so long ago I've forgotten most of what I said in the video. There's a much better way to play her, anyone who was watching. Oh, good job. So they played against Mojo well. That was good. What was I saying, though, about Kitty Pryde? If you want to block her specials, she'll lose the prowess, and then you can defeat her. And then if she does phase, stay close to her, and then eventually she won't be able to phase, because it's that distance from her dashing forward that causes the phase. So there are ways to do it. I did it in a war video. I think it was called, like, The Trickiest Kitty or something like that. And the DLL, have you put something out recently on like kind of how to fight her?
Or kind of. I've just taken her a ton on Mixmaster specifically in recent war videos.
Jelly Beat Nerd? Uh-oh.
So, Ben, there are a couple of things there. For one thing, I do kind of stand by what I said, because 81 seconds and losing some health does count. Like, you can, for me, that's like a successful defensive placement if things go well offensively. However, what you want to do if you're avoiding Mystic Dispersion when using Magneto is don't charge your heavy until you get to the special 3. Just do a bunch of short heavies to get the indefinite prowess, and then against Mojo specifically, make sure the anti-life field is not active, and then you probably want to charge one heavy, and then odds are, because most people run Limber, you're going to need to parry one more time and then throw it to make sure that you're within the pacify window.
I'm going to go Surfer only because so that's something when I'm super focused I'll do is I'll look through the person's roster. They had a ton of tech. They were super heavy on tech. So I went Surfer there. And he won a round for me last one. Thank you, Daily. Appreciate it. Does Blackwood of Deadly Origin has some sort of
something happens with her with Miss, right? I don't. Does it ramp her up? I don't recall what
Maybe,
it does.
but like she still can't do shock damage, or she still can't get around Surfer.
Oh, that's right. They just get 3 mystics. It's not looking good for me today. We're having fun though. I guess Magneto?
She gets an evade when she misses. So that keeps her alive, but it wouldn't necessarily help.
I honestly don't know how I'm going to handle this person's defenders. They don't have a good Killmonger counter, do they? Kitty is not bad. People use Kitty to beat Killmongers against me. I kind of want... if he plays his thing, I'm going to use Toad. Because I want to see how that plays out.
Probably won't be great, but it might get through it.
Toad's been surprising me. Like every time, it's kind of like in some of your war videos where you talk about like pushing limits. Like I think it was your last one, right?
2 ago now, but yeah.
Yeah. What? No, I had Surfer in. Why did it do that? Whatever.
It really bothers me that it's not set up so that if time runs out, it defaults to the one that you have picked instead of just rolling the dice.
Yeah,
that makes no sense.
I don't even know what to pick now.
Surfer, maybe.
Gonna have fun with Surfer? Let's do it. Okay, I think
you won't armor break him, but just try and maintain as many buffs as possible.
I think it might be time for me to retire. Fintech is in my chat saying I'm late, but good job on that Tigra versus Terrax. Like, it's never gonna get better than that for me. Like, what were you saying? Armor break and.
Just try and maintain as many buffs as possible, because the more buffs on you, the more damage you do.
Yeah. Okay. I forgot about his double hit mediums.
Yeah, good to find out now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's a nice step back by Thing, huh? You guys like that?
And now he's not going to block. God.
And that's from me not knowing exactly how many hits are in that special.
Yeah, I do that too. Like I've said that before on stream. It's like I never know how many hits are in somebody's specials until I have to fight Thing with them.
Yeah, like if you really sat there and thought about it, you would know. Alright, I'm going to try to get to an SP2 if I can.
Yeah, and use a heavy to refresh the power gain after it goes away.
You know what? That wasn't bad.
And you're unblockable.
Thank you.
It's hard to capitalize on that. I know.
I don't know his kit that well. I have no embarrassment in saying like I just don't know his kit that well. Like,
wow.
Anyone else surprised by that?
A little bit, but I mean the health loss. That's cool.
I wonder what happened on their end too, because Toad can mess with you if you're poison immune.
Right. It's possible the passive sting or the passive stun happened.
Mojo? Oh, no, wait, I need Mojo for later, don't I? Magneto.
I mean, but if you win this one.
Oh, yeah. You know, mistakes were made.
My aggression level varies based on if I've won the first one or not.
Oh, he's got yellow. I really, guys, I hope everyone's enjoying this. I am not. Listen to the chat more than you're enjoying the gameplay and picks. I think that's the way to look at this one. Yeah, as soon as I messed this up. Oh well, it is what it is. Maybe he's also streaming and recovering from COVID and feeling a little bit delirious. Infamous. Could happen.
Come on, Kitty, we're fighting uphill here. Don't make us work for it.
And seriously. Don't make us look worse, Kitty. And then I punish late. Thank you. She did throw her heavy there as soon as we asked for it, so that was nice of her.
Yeah, that is definitely one of the best prompts to get against her.
And then I forgot about her phase.
It does so much damage.
Yeah.
I lost half of my rank 3 Nimrod from 100% to a single phase hit. I think that's probably true, Toffrey.
Yeah, I knew eventually that was going to get me killed. See, I like Kitty as a defender though, because I think there are ways to beat her. You know how to fight her, but if you mess up, you're going to get punished. I kind of like that. I like that. I messed up. I played poorly. She beat that out of him. All right.
Gotta be Killmonger, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because if I play Stomino, he's just gonna go Nimrod and destroy it. Which is probably why he didn't go Nimrod earlier. Maybe if we're, we all make mistakes, but I could see like holding that, figuring he's gonna win this one anyway.
Yeah. And I feel like Maw is actually gonna be your best attacker here.
Instead of praying,
because he doesn't need to crit
bleeds. Yeah. This will be interesting. I predict either they win in like 30 seconds or we see a dead Black Widow Deadly Origin.
That sounds about right.
Man, I can't play it all today. Did I finally get the nullify? Yeah. I messed it up earlier. Yeah.
And then now you need an L2. Oh, that's beautiful.
We can get to that L2 at 80. Come on, dude.
Come on, man.
Why did he throw that into my block?
Yeah, that's so rude.
Yeah, it really was.
Okay.
No one's ever claimed Doom was nice, though. Ebony Maw. That's pretty good. Could have gone a little faster. Okay, that's the exact opposite of what I predicted. I'm really surprised by that.
They played very carefully.
They must have. That's interesting. Maybe assuming that the Maw versus Doom would take a while.
Maybe so.
Yeah, without the mistake I make, that fight should go a little faster. We'd have a little bit more health. Would have been interesting.
You actually could have gotten the Nullify earlier too.
Yeah.
Because your second special one, you had it available when there was a short enough amount of time left on the aura to throw it.
Yeah. It's so the aura. If the aura's off by the
end of the special, you're fine.
Interesting. So it's like the opposite of Domino's Lucky.
Right.
For those who just the shorthand on that, like if you stun Domino and she's lucky at the beginning of the stun, that's like the lucky counts for the whole stun. Hopefully I explained that well. Okay, I gotta update this. Looks like I gotta edit this. I know we're not doing that well, but I'm having a blast. Hopefully the chat is too. Who needs to come out? Oh no, Toad's gotta go away. That sucks. Alright. Do we have a mutant that we want to bring in?
Yeah, Maw is really good meta. He's actually one of my favorites for that exact kind of matchup because he doesn't need to crit. And the reason Doom is so good on defense is that so many like damage over time abilities do require landing crits.
Okay, I'm not going to bring in another mutant. I don't really want to. They don't look like fun right now. Maybe I should bring in Apocalypse. All right, we'll bring in Apocalypse.
He's good.
Yeah, he is good. All right. Let's see if we can win a couple. I've heard people try to do that. Respect the mod. Yeah, and DLL brings up a great point for why. Like an additional point for sure. Hawkeye or Killmonger to R3 for defense, for Defiance, DLL. Do you see that question from Captain BT?
Oh, yeah, thank you for reminding me of that. I did see that, got sidetracked.
Yeah.
I think Killmonger's still stronger. There's a reason that my video this morning was called, like, Defiance OGs, because I think that, like, it's a good pool. There are a lot of really good and underrated champions in there. Reed and Killmonger are the two best.
It looks like Max is here. What's up, Max? How you doing, buddy? Fintech is saying, Vega, you can dex the kick, block the first hit. This is against Kitty. That makes a lot of sense. I'll work on that. I have a lot to work on. I'm going to be leaving on vacation in like 3 weeks, and I'm still going to stick active with the channel, but it's mainly going to be focused on trying to get better at Battlegrounds, which I know you're like, how do you know Battlegrounds will be on? It might not. And so I'm going to work on just kind of reviewing champions, getting to know their nuance better and better and better, and like how I think it relates potentially to Battlegrounds, and then also like kind of how to fight champions. So maybe I'll kind of work with that with Kitty, because I'm not always going to have a great option for her. And so it'd be like I'm not always going to have Nimrod available or Omega Sentinel. And that's where I think I can improve a lot. Like my roster and my baseline of skill is only going to take me so far. At some point, you got to get better, and I want to get better. All right. This is an interesting one.
I do agree with that, Magnus. It would be nice if the ones that need to be recharged didn't have to be hunted.
Oh, like if it just been moved to the top of my screen.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see them use Thor, because I've wondered if Thor could be good for some of these metas.
I feel like he's a bit slow, but if you get to the special 3, like any fight that's not shock immune is just over.
It's done, right?
Yeah.
But they made him a little easier on defense with the way canceling out his that power gain works. So
right, thank God.
Yeah, I do think that was a bit of benefit for us. I want to see King Groot on defense. So I'm gonna leave in King Groot, and I like you guys. If you guys have been with us for a bit, I just love Guardian, so I want to bring him along. And then of course he gets 3 Mystics. My pants didn't stick. Oh yeah, they didn't. I've been having all kinds of trouble this whole time. Like there's been lag, there's been gameplay. I mean, whatever.
Alfred's right, Boris. I would have sent Reed. Because Reed has energy resistance. Mephisto's not that dangerous. I've taken Mephisto and Terrax with Reed before. The shock doesn't matter against... Wait, is your 22 different, Boris? That's the first thing I should ask, because when you say 22, I hear Power Snack.
How's Betsy for this mode? I don't think this is where she shines.
Yeah, like she has that extra damage in psionic mode, but I just do not think it would be enough.
The game is like there's a strong disconnect between my phone and the game right now. It is what it is. I'm gonna. It's getting a little annoying. All right.
First mini boss in tier 1, Power Snack. Oh, on the left. Oh, that's node 20. Okay. So strike, counter, fury, masochism. Static defense.
All right, last time chat said to go all the way to the SV3 against Bishop. I did not do it, and I think the fight took a little longer, so we're going to go to the SV3 today on this one, see how it goes. Tigra could have worked for this Bishop?
Yeah, it does work. I'm not quite brave enough to do it regularly.
Yeah, I think that's 3 to 4 levels above my skill right now with Tigra. No, hey, part of my strength is knowing where I'm not strong.
Yeah. And honestly, I think it's probably within what I can do. I just haven't practiced it, and so I'm not going to do it on stream in Battleground. Yeah, I'm not surprised, Toffer. I've heard it's fine. It's just not one that I'm super used to. But that makes sense, Triple. That's what I would have expected. No, Boris, I wouldn't use Reed on that one. Like, you could, but yeah, the shock would be a problem. I think I would probably use Cap with at least Cosmic to get the armor break. Or the ideal team would be Cap with a skill champion to handle anything that does slip through, and then Sam on the team so that you have both the Petrify and the Stagger, because that would handle the armor.
Have input issues gotten significantly worse in the last 3 or 4 days or a week?
I've gotten smacked more than I think I should.
It's we're having fun screwing around, so I don't care. It's not angering me or anything, but it has been bad today. There coming out of the SV3, my Guardian was just floating forward. I was holding block. I noticed he was floating forward, so I let go and then held block again, and he just kept floating forward. Input sucked for the last few days.
Yeah.
I know they had gotten better, and they had gotten significantly worse in some ways, but again, I didn't play very much last week because I was so sick. Jeez Louise. Okay. Well, it is what it is.
I haven't had the randomly not blocking thing on the refractor that was there before the hotfix, but it has definitely not felt super consistent, and I realize this is a very pointed thing to say, but I do not think the inputs are good enough for compensation to have stopped.
Oh, absolutely not. So here's the thing, top rate with Tiger versus Cersei, I'm worried her glancing is going to come up, and then what do I do?
Nope, you parry at the start.
Okay, you can't let her heavy though, right?
Right. Well, what you do is you parry, you medium light, and then immediately block and bait the heavy, so it gets rid of the glancing.
Because the neutralize will take care of the glancing.
Right.
But if you miss this initial parry, you got problems.
You got a little bit of problems, but you can like build yourself up to just below a special 2 and just wait as well if you really need to.
So I should have punished there and I didn't.
Right.
Got it.
And when I say like medium light, I mean and then immediately block, because that's what often gets her to throw it.
This didn't go well. I hear what you're saying, though. That strategy makes a lot of sense. Let's see if I can do it better here. Did she just repair me?
Oh my god. I mean, you were maybe slightly slow, but that tilts me so much.
Kabam's like, he says he's not annoyed yet. He says he's not angry. He says he's not frustrated.
What if that thing that we said in the last patch notes about not parrying on blocks that are not well timed? What if that was just a bunch of BS?
Thing stepped back into a special earlier. What's up, Growler? They're like, we'll teach him for putting out a video criticizing us. Ben, I hate playing Battlegrounds right now due to input issues. Get me frustrated. Yeah, I mean, I'm laughing about it. I'm not playing well anyway, so it's a lot easier to laugh about it. But if I was really sitting down trying to seriously play, this would be getting very frustrating. This would be getting very, very frustrating. The one thing that I will say, though, is that for me, what it means is my opponents are probably facing the same issues. So, you know, if they're getting through it, it doesn't make me happier with the mode or with the kabam or any of that, but it does make me feel a little bit better as far as, like, I guess the evenness of the playing field, that sort of thing. Fintech saying something here. Tiger 101, never hit opponent's block more than once at a time. It will get repaired. Oh, okay. So maybe that's not like an advanced AI thing. Maybe that's just like Tigra.
I've seen other champions get reparried. I just don't think it's something that should happen. Like, it's very clear that it's the same thing that was built into the AI way back when they started trying to make Nightcrawler harder to fight. So, like, he's constantly spamming the block button instead of just blocking and holding, so sometimes the timer goes away when you're hitting into him.
Yeah.
Like, the AI's been doing that stuff forever, and it's felt like BS to me the entire time. Like, I understand that Finn is speaking to what's true now, so I'm not saying he's wrong, but I just don't think it should be a thing.
Madrox will say, I don't like all this how to beat Cersei and BG's strategizing. I need W's. Okay. Hey, you know, we all come from different standpoints. Ghost Dog input system's really bad. Yeah. All right. Now we're really going to try to win one. We're going to do it. I think we can. I believe in us. I believe in us. I think we've lost like 10 in a row. Hawkeye? We'll get rid of Sparky.
Yeah, Finn's right. Common with Tigra, but not specific to her. And I think it's because just her moveset, the same reason that she can be step backed, is that you have that double medium, and then she has like a longer than normal pause before the first light.
And I've definitely got a long ways to go as far as getting good with her. I guess Ma. It's weird to me how valuable Ma has become for me, like as a general champion.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Icarus, interesting.
Yeah, it'll be fun to fight him. I'm trying to figure out if I can remember how to do it properly.
Well, if you can, use a Mystic.
I did just watch MP Blaze's takedown. That was pretty cool.
With Betsy, I still have to watch that one.
Yeah, it was cool. It was very cool. The whole video is 30 minutes, but I was like, oh my gosh, the Betsy fight did take a long time. The Betsy fight's only like the last 10 minutes of it. He put in 2 other fights.
Scope Maw does not need High Sig or the dupe. I'm probably gonna get pushback on that in the chat. I was like, no, but there's so much damage when he has High Sig from the extra degens. Not really.
I think my Maw is High Sig, otherwise I would jump in on this.
Because it's like at Sig 200, the degen passive from causing the opponent to miss maxes out at 1400 damage for a rank 4. If you line up a special 2 properly with 9 degens, you do like what is that? About 41,000 degen. Like, that is so much more important than 1400. I think people get way too focused on the miss because it's like that degen is easy to get. And they're just like, well, yeah, but I never land the special 2 in the right window. So I think if you play Maw, you just want to focus on getting it like minimum 5 degens. That's what makes it feel like worth it to me. You don't always need to get 9, but I do not think that he needs the Sig at all. Unless you're dealing with auto block. That's actually the part that I think is underrated. Raven's Sig ability is very important because his bleeds are quite weak without it.
I want to, I'll address it after this round, actually. I'm not sure how much of this is input, and this is just me still not being anywhere near 100%. Be like, I'm trying to reparry. I can't reparry to save my life right now. Like, there's nothing about Immortal Abomination that makes him tough to reparry, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of this... I want to always be fair, like when I claim there's input issues, especially in today's game.
Hey, Nick. Looks like he's done streaming.
Right on. What's up, Nick? Nice matchups, man. Kicked my butt twice. Oh, thanks for the raid, too. I really appreciate it.
See, BT, I actually do think that Maw's Sig is better than Warlock's. Because it's not just damage. You do get the opponent... you get an auto-block bypass during Falter, and your power steals become stronger, and I believe it applies to making Mystic Dispersion stronger as well. So it is good, it's just not necessary at all.
Does Maw nullify the armor up off Guardian?
No, he nullifies Precision, Cruelty, and Fury right away.
Right.
And then if he gets to Black Tongue, he nullifies everything.
Yeah.
Although, because it's a duped Maw, if Guardian is faltered, he won't auto block.
I think I'm still
Going
going to go
back to what we said.
Spam.
Yeah, no, spam makes sense.
That Magneto will destroy Penny, but it'll take a little while.
And he'll probably lose some health.
Yeah.
Hey, Robbie, how's it going? So, Dally, I don't know if I'm the right person to answer this because I try not to stick to rotations for most champions. I mean, some are very clear, right? Like Immortal Abomination, if they're duped, you go special 2, special 1. That's like 99.9% of fights, that's what you do. But with Maw, there's a fair amount of flexibility, kind of depending on what you're doing. Are you insisting on ramping him up for future fights, or are you just trying to blitz down one? How much health is there, etc.? The important thing is to just try and land the special 2 while the opponent is faltered. That's like 90% of how to use him. Yeah, see, I don't necessarily agree with Triple there, because if you're, in many cases, I would throw 2 special ones first to complete my missions, because I'd be using him later on. Yeah, he is flexible. It really depends on what you need.
I'm wondering if there was a way to use spams and blockable in that, because if I'd been able to throw specials, that would have gone a lot better.
Oh, only use them in BGs? There, yeah, I think I probably agree with what you outlined. Because the reason that often I use 2 special ones at first, especially if the opponent... Like, the ideal is your opponent's going to have a Fury, Precision, or Cruelty, and then you just use 1 special one. You get most of it back due to Mystic Dispersion, and you inflict 1 strong degen and get one of your missions down. And then you, like Heavy, you push to the special 2, like you said. And what I try to do is either, like, I have the special 2 and I throw it immediately as Falter starts, or if I don't quite have it, but I can line it up properly, then I use the beginning of the Falter to, like, create an opening, I hit, like, 1 medium and then throw the special 2, and you should still get 5 that way. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Oh, that one mistake's going to cost me. That was a pretty big mistake. I forgot about the pausing of her phase when she throws a special. Tried to punish it. Oh, looks like Maw did his job, though. That's awesome. finally win one. I think that's our first win in a very long time. What's up, Dot? How you doing, buddy? Someone say spam. Yeah, do you think there's any way to use the unblockable for spam against Guardian there? I was trying to kind of think how to maybe sped up that fight, because I do think spam could do it. Curious. So spam against Guardian. I was definitely using heavy to keep my spider nonsense high and hoping of keeping the stings on Guardian, having them replenish. Okay, it looks like I need to replenish quite a few champions. So we've used Guardian. Oh, Spider Ham. And Penny. I haven't really been happy with Penny anyway. So I'm okay seeing her go. We're not getting overweight on any single class, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and just go with what we want here. Is there anyone you guys want to see put in there? You can have some fun. It's kind of what this is delved into anyway. Oh, definitely bring in Mr. Negative. The repair issue with Tiger happens all the time. Yeah, and it's from what Finn's saying, though, it's like this is a known thing. Like, if I was a more advanced Tiger player, I would have known that and not done it. Not that that makes it okay. Like, I don't think this should be repairing us anyway, but with advancing knowledge, I think that could be avoided. I would have utilized the unblockable with the bit trigger. Yeah, Tom, I don't think even when I've done like my deeper reviews on Spider Ham, I felt like that was purely a defensive tactic or a bit of his abilities, a bit of his kit. But I know Dot knows spam really well, and so I was wondering if he thought the window might be big enough, or if there's just any way to really do it. I'm not sure. That's not a fight I would normally run if I could avoid it. Yeah. That's watching Kitty.
I certainly haven't mastered using the unblockable.
It's one of those ones where, like, in reviewing him, the way I'm going to kind of try to do reviews for the next month and a half, I would have it in my like eyebrow raised. My like, I'm going to keep an eye on this. Is like, I'm not sure how to use this now, but this seems like it could be a thing. It's the idea on there is I have no idea how to do that. And Sasquatch. So, I mean, for anyone who's looking at that, I could go with a very heavy Mystic roster. I've actually done that quite a few times, and it's usually served me really well. Trying to win, like I've said earlier in the stream, like 6 out of 10 matchups, it definitely does its job there. Because sometimes it just forces people, like they're overwhelmed with Mystics, especially in the last meta, if I remember the last one properly.
Yup.
That
basically doubled power gain. It was so annoying.
See, with my Mystics, I loved it. And I was so sick that like it was fine for me.
I mean, Mystic's probably my strongest class too, but
I think there's probably a lot of higher tier war players who that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
Not that you have to have played high tier war to have done that, but I think it just was another reason to rank more Mystics. Yeah. Bring in Sassy, see if he can do something for us on defense. And, let's go with the heavy Mystic roster here. Let's see what happens. High Sig Ultron's a nasty defense. I bet. Not a lot of High Sig Ultrons out there, though. But I love Ultron in general, and High Sig, oof. Delicious thing.
It's functionally 4 immunities, but you know who would be great for Ultron?
Who?
Surfer.
You just love Surfer.
That's the kind of thing, is just that that's actually like that's been one of my weaknesses in Battlegrounds. It's the same thing we were talking about with mutants.
Yeah.
Where like they're broadly powerful and balanced. That's how I built my roster in general.
Yeah.
And so like I can win fights that feel even. But I don't have that many of the super tanky defenders, and I have almost none of the super glass cannons.
Hey, wait, actually,
so I just get wrecked.
Can you remind me of something really quick? What happens when you try to incinerate a Mephisto?
He takes no damage and gains power.
Okay. Sorry. We can go back to...
That was basically it. It's just, I mean, like, I've been doing well at BGs. Like, I think I'm still in the top 100, but it's like...
You're doing okay.
That's something that I run into a lot. Whereas just, like, my deck is not as good for this because most of my rank ups are too balanced. Like, those are the characters I gravitate towards.
Yeah. Iceman, that's interesting. Oh man, I'm gonna try to take on that Apocalypse with my Tigra, and it's gonna go horribly. I gotta practice that.
Yeah, that one's easy to mess up.
Tom's Ultron is Sig 180. Holy cow! All right, what am I doing here?
Cool.
Let's go with the main thing.
Yeah, Nebula is definitely worth putting in your deck, by me. It's one of those things in drafts. Like, I've had opponents pick Torch or Archangel or Magneto in their first two, and I've built the entire rest of my deck around, okay, you're not getting any easy targets. It's very difficult to build around Nebula.
Jeez, just another huge lag spike. This is...
That's cool, Finn. Finn says Surfer has won him races against Hercules when fighting Penny.
I'm curious on the how.
Probably just the direct damage. My guess is that you go for that first special one with the double fury, and then that lets you break the shield pretty quickly, and then you're just doing more direct damage by holding on to your buffs. Than Hercules is able to do, gaining strength against her. I believe it, TJ. Nebula was not on my rank up list because we had enough in the battle group. She's now back on the list.
Today has honestly felt like that war video where I like couldn't do anything. Like I'm feeling like frequently I just can't control my champion. Is it that bad for everyone?
It's not that bad for me. It has felt worse the last couple days.
Like, I'm really paying attention these last few rounds. Like, I'm focusing in on the fights, and like it's not unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's really cool with the war season starting tomorrow. Apocalypse. I
gotta admit, I don't understand why the war season is starting, because even if you're operating under the assumption that the new refractor is perfect and has no problems, shouldn't we have time to adapt to it?
Yeah, I don't. A couple of people commented, because I did the like leaving for Loki because I wanted to address that I was back in and all that stuff. And a couple of people commented, they're like, "You're in the CCP, and the amount of the times you in this video said I don't know what's going on is very disconcerting." And I was like, "It's the truth, though. That's the thing. Is I yeah."
And this is honestly like this fight right here. Now watch, I'll have some problems, but this is kind of what's been happening for me when there's input issues. It's like fight by fight. Like this kingpin's moving when I move. I feel like if I make a mistake in this fight, it's going to be because I made a mistake. Whereas in that last fight, like, nope. It just... Yeah. I'm not paying more attention than I was in the previous ones. I'm not sitting up straight in my chair. Been such a beast, man. I remember when I first started reviewing him, I thought like you really needed those synergies.
Yeah.
But nope. No, you don't. He's just on his own. Amazing. MU8's Bryce really helped open my eyes on that. Just how good he was. I don't mind the war season starting. I've been a bit bored since I bought a buy energy for BGs.
Speak for yourself, my friend.
I admire the humor in it, though. I'm tempted to play Sasquatch. Is Warlock just going to roll him, though?
I don't think roll, no.
I'm curious to see how this plays out.
Because that's an unduped Warlock, so you're relying entirely on shocks and bleeds. Like, it's... The bleeds are significant, but that will take some time.
Yeah, there's no degen, is there? I think I'm going to do the same thing I was talking about with Mojo here. I'm just going to build to my SB3, then try to build a bunch of prowess. That should be the play, right?
Yeah, I think I'd still throw non-charged heavies on the way if you can.
I did it to myself.
Beta true potential. I know that's not the answer you want to hear.
So, again, and whatever, it is a little irritating, obviously, but just to kind of show for people who've been watching, the last few fights, I've felt like there's no input issues whatsoever. I'm not paying more attention than I was the previous fights. I'm not, you can see it happening live. Like, I'm not seated up in my chair more, nothing like that. But I went from like not being able to avoid getting hit by Mephisto, like I couldn't block, I couldn't evade anything, to that wasn't picture perfect play in any of these last few fights. But like I was dexing things, I was landing reparries. Like that's when I talk about like the consistency of the interactions, the inputs. That's what's bothering me the most. Is like they just come and go. At least for a player like me, it just
it makes a massive difference. All right.
I just don't.
What's that? No,
I don't fully agree, Ben. I like the side quest rewards this month.
Side quest rewards. So I selfishly like them because I want that tier 4 CC. Like,
yeah, the selectors are worth a lot.
It's crazy. You know, when we talked about the deal earlier, and I was like, is there anything besides tier 5 CC? Like, I don't need that. I need all the other stuff. It's just weird how it actually plays out. I think I'm happy with how that worked out, but yeah, I think there could have been some other plays there. Just putting mags on defense, things like that. I'm jealous of y'all's big rosters and can just play and play. I love BG, but as soon as one of my best champs needs refresh, time to quit. I think that's. I mean, I hear you, man. And I'm probably a tough person to hear this from, because I think it's really easy to say like, yeah, dude, great, you wailed out, and you don't care. I genuinely care. I want people to enjoy this game. I know I'm enjoying it, and I hope to be doing this 2-3 years from now. But I feel like the thing with Battlegrounds is it gives us more reason to build a big roster. And so it's, for me, it's about like kind of finding your fun, to use Dan and Rich's phrase, is like find your fun, find the people you want to play the game with, and then like kind of try to ignore the other stuff. You know, like I used to try to do the high prestige game, and it just ended up not being fun over a long enough period of time. And now I just ignore it. I just have to ignore it, because if I focus on like the rewards that they're getting for AQ1, then I start getting that itch again to do that. And it's just, I don't think it's healthy, honestly. Like, so many people have left my Discord server, not so many, but like I'd say 3 or 4 in the last couple of months, because they have like their exams for whatever, you know, level of schooling they're in. And they're starting to slowly come back, and it's really cool. And like one of them, I'm not gonna say his name, but he messaged me today. He's like, "Hey, can I be invited back to the server? The server is invite only now." And I was like, "Absolutely." I was like, "You know, how'd your exams go?" He's like, "They went great." I was like, "That's awesome." Like, I admire that, like the ability to take the game for what it is, enjoy it. It's a great hobby, but then focus on like the important things. I know that feels like a weird corollary is the word I'm looking for. But like, I feel like it's very similar even in the game. Like, focus on how you want to enjoy it, and then just kind of slowly build. Like, focus on yourself as much as possible. I know you didn't ask for advice, but I want to give it, because I do think the mode can be good, and I think it gives us reasons to keep building these big rosters.
Yeah. So. There's also the fact that like people at the top have been saying for a very long time that they don't feel like there's a reason to have large rosters.
There has been.
Like, if you look at AQ, if you look at War, if you take into account content, if you have 15 good rank 3s, you can probably handle anything the game throws at you if you're a good player. Mm-hmm. Battlegrounds changes that. And so, like, I understand. Trust me, I do. Because I tried to fill a deck on my alt account, and good lord. I think, like, I have like 7 usable champions, and they get 3 bans. Like, it's a rough experience. I do understand, but that just means that really playing a lot of Battlegrounds is part of the end game, and it's a part of the end game that players at the end game had been asking for a very long time.
Yeah,
and I try to remember that and contextualize it that way.
Yeah, and I hope it's clear. Neither of us is saying like, who cares? You know, like, that's not what we're saying. We're like, I feel for you. I really do. I'm just saying, like, I hope it gives something exciting to build towards.
Yeah. And like we were saying earlier, and like Na's saying here, it makes you excited about ranking champions that you otherwise might have looked over. Yeah, I really love that. I actually love seeing Yellow Jacket in this person's deck. That makes a ton of sense.
They have a cool deck. I was admiring it too. And kind of what DL is saying, there's like, I have a bunch of champions that I want to rank right now, and I can't, like, because I don't have the resources. And that's very exciting for me. It's been a long time since I've been like, I can't wait to rank 3 this champion, you know? That's not someone that I just got. Anyways, you know, like a Mega Sentinel or whatever. Here, let's have some fun with this. Ooh, no, gotta do Mr. Negative. Relics? Yeah, I think I haven't heard relics mentioned in a very long time, but that was supposedly what was going to be the rewards for this mode, was relics.
Yeah, I'm still expecting that.
I think so too, because I mean they haven't come out and said we're not doing relics, and I also feel like relics was a way. It was stated, I believe, somewhere that was going to be a way to kind of help save off doing 7 stars. Which, goodness, please don't ever do 7 stars.
Yeah, that recent survey was very interesting.
Oh, I didn't even take it. I didn't see it.
Oh, okay. A lot of the questions were things along the lines of, how would you feel about this way of building your roster? How would you feel about this way of building your roster? And they were all very clearly aimed at, like, what excites you that we could put in the game for you to build beyond rank 5, 6 stars that isn't just another rarity.
Yeah. I saw a conversation about that. I didn't take the survey myself or whatever, but
they had like a dozen different ideas. I didn't like some of them, but that to me is promising.
That was the one that had like people saying like a rank 5.5 type thing, right? Like you add something on to make your special champion even more special type of an idea.
Right. And there was another one that was like what was it? I'm trying to think. Oh, it was like rank up your 4-star overseer, your 3-star overseer, and your 2-star overseer. And if you get all of them up, then your 6-star becomes that much better.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to go too. Yeah, and those are all great champions, Tanzer. Hood, Crossbones, Iron Man, Mr. Negative for Battlegrounds. But at least 2 of those are outside the top war meta right now. So that's cool. Oh, I understand, TJ. And I'm not saying that was my favorite one, but I like that. The reason I was bringing it up was more along the lines of, I feel like they're thinking outside the box. It's not just, all right, well, we don't want to come out with 7 stars, therefore our only option is a gear system, and once we've fully maxed out the gear system, we're going to be right back at, oops, I guess we need 7 stars. Like, I like the fact that they seem to be thinking long-term about multiple overlapping ways to advance.
Are you not able to punish Warlock's SP1, or am I just slow right now?
I
don't feel like I remember.
I normally don't if I'm at a distance.
So for people watching, like, did he not catch on? I was trying to test it because I didn't recall that being a thing. I do usually push him to his SP2 though.
Yeah, Hood is really great, Tanzer. I have a rank 5 5-star and the 6 stars on my short list.
Oh wow, I would have thought Hitmonkey had that fight down by now. That's interesting. I wonder what happened there. That is a 6-star rank 3 Killmonger.
Yeah.
And it is Safeguard. So maybe just
I wonder if they tried to step back out of the gate to avoid triggering higher reverb and got hit.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to get rid of their neck. Let's see if this draws out their neck. It probably won't. It's going to draw out their mole man, isn't it? Now I'm
Kitty, right?
Yeah, I just don't. I'm not. So much of my Kitty gameplay was with her on her full team. Oh, I haven't had a chance to talk about this lately. It was in one of my like COVID stupors. I was like, that's how Broccoli did it. That's how Broccoli got away with making Kitty and Hercules. Just bear with me on this. Hopefully you can tell by the way I'm talking. I'm trying to
be a bit humorous. Because Kitty and Herc are so OP, right?
Yes.
They knew, I would assume at that point in time, they knew Battlegrounds. They kind of knew what they were sitting on, I would think, at least as a rough idea. And so he sold it on Herc is a ramp-up champion, so he's not going to dominate BGs the way you would think he might. And Kitty, to be that like OP goddess that we've gotten to know and love, needs her full team. So I'm wondering.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not proving it, obviously.
Right, and I have plenty of counter arguments, mainly revolving around Herc. But like Kitty, I do think there is that, and the fact that skill matters like really comes into it as well.
Yeah.
Hercules just bugs me. Like, if Hercules was balanced around his synergies, then he would not have been one of the best options for both of the Eternity of Pain fights thus far. Because neither of them were aimed at it.
No, Hercules is balanced.
I heard the laughter, I just couldn't place it. What's up, dude?
I would hate to have my rank 4 Sig 200 Herc be nerfed.
Oh, I know. Which is why he just shouldn't have been released that way.
Oh, yeah, I think everyone agreed on that, yeah. What's up, guys? How's everything?
Oh, I've actually talked to quite a few people who do not agree on that because, quote, the game is supposed to be fun, and if we don't have champions like Hercules, then it's not fun. Which I just completely disagree with because I like
Hercules
the rest of my roster.
is the most bland, boring champion ever.
I completely agree.
He is effective.
He's very effective. The other thing I was going to say is that I don't even fully buy the ramp up thing because I feel like so much more of his damage is his stupid huge intercept window more than anything else.
Right, yeah.
Kitty doesn't need full team. Yeah, Luigi. And obviously I didn't play her well just now. What I'm saying is that I'll after this matchup, I'll kind of explain it. Maybe I didn't provide the like preface or the framing of the question very well. What's up, Sheldor? Thanks, buddy. Go ahead, Slim. What's up, buddy?
She doesn't need it, but she significantly benefits from it, I think is what you were going for.
No. Yeah. I think we're going with Mr. Negative.
Like, it's a huge benefit.
Right.
I kind of wanted to go with Ma and see if, like, a mistake could be made, but I think that
I would have gone King Groot there because he would shrug the power stings and. Oh wait, no, you have Ultron. Never mind. Sorry. I am still clearing the chlorine water from my head.
Ooh, did you go for a swim? Did you go for a swim?
I could see Negs for Ultron though, so you could have potentially done that. Or wait, that's their Negs. Never mind.
I really want to know if Slimon went swimming for some reason.
I did go swimming, yes. I've been trying to pick it up again.
Yeah?
Because I wanted a job as a lifeguard, so I have to be ready for my lifeguard certification.
Is there any reason to land armor break here?
Definitely not more than 3.
Wait, shouldn't they be permanent? Didn't I use my Fury to do it?
No, your Fury ran out as you did your SP1.
Oh, great.
Hey, Toffrey, what's up? TJ, I am not at 1400 rating. I'm at like 1800, I think. I stopped tanking because it's boring.
Indeed.
I love King Groot. Even if I don't win this matchup, I just love that guy.
Yeah,
I love
he's
him.
awesome.
I just love him. The simplicity that just works. What's up, Sly?
I said nice work.
Thank you. That's all King Groot. Feed the tree. Feed the tree. What was I saying? I was saying something. Let's see. I think we're going to win this, but let's confirm. If they somehow win this with us at 100% health, then we've got beefs with the scoring system. You went faster, you have 100% health, and you KO'd the defender. Sorry, you still lost. We want 105% health. No, so here's what I'm saying is, and I get myself into trouble with this stuff sometimes, so you're gonna have to bear with me. Is at the point in time when like Kitty and Herc came out, I believe Kabam already had to have been sitting on Battlegrounds. Like they must have known it was coming. They must have been developing it and been like, guys, we're sitting on something awesome here. Like this is our new baby. Meet our new baby. Here's how we're going to make this game last another 10 years, right? So what you might disagree with that, but for the premise of what I'm going to say, I need you to accept that that's what I'm basing my conclusions on. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's an assumption we have to make.
Yeah. And you can be like, no, dude, you're wrong. I don't think that's accurate. And that's fine. But when you evaluate what I'm about to say, you need to understand that that's what I think. So what I'm assuming or I'm thinking, and I wouldn't necessarily bet on it, but I would think if I was Broccoli and I was like, hey guys, I'm going to make Kitty Pryde and Hercules, and they're like, dude, these champions are outrageous. We can't put them into the game. That he was like, look, Battlegrounds is our flagship. This is what everything's going to be about. You know, other modes are important, but this is what we want people streaming. This is the whole thing. And Kitty needs her synergies to be outrageous. Like she's great alone, but to be outrageous, to be game breaking, whatever term you want to use, she needs these synergies. Battlegrounds, you can't have it. And for Herc to be outrageous, game breaking, he needs to ramp, and the fights are only 2 minutes long. So this like thing that you keep coming to me with why we can't let this happen in the game won't apply to Battlegrounds. That's what in my mind happened. I'm not saying it did. It's just that's what I think.
Right. I think that is very possible. I think he should have gotten more pushback, but I think that is very possible.
Well, there's also like the fact that they're not focusing on making questing hard.
No, not at all.
So the fact that Herc can roll through it anyways doesn't really mean a lot.
No.
Like 20
okay,
other
but
champions
counterpoint,
can also roll
Eternity of Pain.
Right, yeah, that's not great, yes.
And like, I understand these first two fights. Sure, Cosmic wasn't one of the objectives. But every single time in the future, they think about making Cosmic one of the objectives.
Yeah, someone's going to raise their hand and say Herc.
Right.
Yeah.
Every time they make Hero one of the objectives.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that absolutely makes sense.
I'm not saying it was a good idea. I'm just saying I could see that being how it was presented. I could see it.
Yeah, I agree.
I like thinking of these things. Tom, you don't really want to tank? Don't. Well, actually, you're so high up. You're at the point where like matchmaking's taking forever and stuff like that, right?
Right. Top 20 is literally when I tanked.
Yeah.
And I only did it 4 times, but that was like enough to actually get fights again.
Diallo, what you got to do is you get on stream. You just say you're paying a lot of attention to the chat. You laugh a lot. Get a funny guest to come on like yourself. And oh, you lost. Input issues. Oh no. So you tank without, really tanking. Oh no, I forgot to hit the accept button. What's up, Chuck? How you doing, buddy?
I shamelessly tanked to like 1400s.
Oh, and you come on and you say it.
Right, yeah. No, I admit it. I have to be honest.
And you did say shamelessly, so I appreciate that you understand that you should feel shame for that. 1400?
Yeah, I was playing against like 4-star rosters. It was funny.
That's nice. That's nice.
Not for the 4-star rosters.
The titles was like Conqueror. I think that's what the titles are like.
I don't even think they knew how to equip titles. So.
Oof. Oh. You're probably right, but that's dark.
Here, fight the 6-star rank 3 Mojo on Power Snack with your...
Wait, why is that guy's border blue?
Yeah, what's that all about?
With your 5-star rank 2 Yellow Jacket.
No, did I hit a lag or did I take too long? I think I took too long. Smurfing? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, but you know exactly what I mean, Tough Ray. Like, I have things to say to that, but I don't think it matters because you know what I mean.
Yeah, to make Herc not good for a fight, it's gonna affect like 30 other champions who you may want to use for that fight. It's like making Mags not good for a certain metal champion, but that but that champion also ends up screwing over a lot of other champions that you could have used for it if mags didn't exist.
Right. It's like adding true focus to the boss island.
Right.
And then watching people use Ghost anyway.
Yeah.
But not use Hood.
Right, and not use Negs or not Tiger.
Right.
Or...
It's almost like one of the champions was a problem.
Let's
and
see.
That's not what you addressed.
Let's see, Scorpion. I wound you guys up. I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My viewers are used to this level of pointlessness.
Yeah. People are like, why is Vega being so mean? Hey, what's up, Bean?
Yeah, I am definitely the cat to your dog sometimes.
The puppy. Oh, speaking of puppies, my puppy's going away. She's going to her summer camp soon, and I'm
assuming that's for like training.
Yeah, I'll focus on this, and then yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
Puppies have summer camps?
Mine does this summer. not all
Whale
dogs
puppies,
and
like,
not all.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
I'll explain it after this. There's like I should pay some attention. I thought I banned that. Oh, that's right. My bans didn't go in. All right. Now let's keep. Surfer's been the MVP of this whole stream. I think if we've learned nothing else, it's that Surfer is overpowered, and and Warlock.
So it's a good thing that they made his true strength part of a pre-fight.
Exactly. Wait, what? What am I agreeing to now?
I'm talking about the Odin pre-fights.
Got it. He's gonna bring in. He should bring in Korg. If he or she, if they were watching the stream, they would know to bring in Korg, and they would get a win.
Korg and Elsa.
There they go. They did it.
Okay.
You know what? Let's see how well Silver Centurion works against Korg.
Well, Korg is shock immune.
It might not matter. Let's see.
Plasmas do work.
Yeah. I'm doing it. I don't care what you guys say. I think Silver Surfer, the MVP of the stream. What is this? Do you think we can pull this off? I think we got a shot.
He might go Dragon Man.
My dog went to a farm.
But then that removes Dragon Man, so that's okay.
Adam, this is I'm not sending my puppy to the farm. I know what you're talking about.
I was gonna make that joke, but I felt that was a bit dark. So
it is, but we've reached that point. I can see we've been streaming for 2.5 hours. We've reached that point.
Oh yeah, Hood for Korg was a good shout, Chuck.
Who can take Korg?
Like you'll take damage from the first one, but like you heal a little bit from the staggers expiring. And then eventually the Hex reducing ability accuracy does a lot for you.
oh boy, that's a Sig 200 Korg as well. That's really mean.
Korg does so much damage, it's really obnoxious.
Yeah, I really don't like him.
Oh, I thought Locked On was ready. I don't know if it's going to make a massive difference, but...
Every medium has been has gotten you some Thorns damage. That's really mean.
That's alright.
K-Dog doesn't like that I threw mags into the fray in the Herc bashing. I don't know what to say, man. They're one of the same.
K-Dog is still here? What's up, buddy? Look at that.
Magneto, the innocent bystander who single-handedly warped like the last 4 tech defenders.
Dude, I honestly feel badly for whoever we're playing this. Because you know right now they're like, wait, what? I'm like how? Why? Oh, that was awesome, right? Am I the only person who's really impressed and having fun with that?
No, that was a good one.
That was fun. DLL couldn't even keep a straight voice with that. He's like, that was fun. I think King Groot. No. It's just so annoying. I'm obviously taking too long too.
That was weird. I saw Hood, King Groot, then Hood again.
Yeah. King Groot made his way back in there. Let's go with Warlock. Surfer OP. Surfer has not lost yet. Just for what it's worth. On offense, taking out the Thing. In fact, how is Surfer not on cooldown? I feel like we've used him a lot.
Sometimes you draft him, but don't use him in a fight, and that doesn't take an energy.
No, but he's been used enough. Obviously, I just haven't used him as much as I think I have. But we've used him enough for him to become a thing over the course of this stream. Chuck, guys. That first SB2, I threw it too early. Like seconds, you're right. What's up, Sly?
Oh, no.
AQ starting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
DLL, we really need you to make a How to Fight Nick Fury guide, please.
It's actually... pretty sure I have most of the footage recorded.
And by we, I mean I need you to. I need like how with Thing, I still try to get to like 11. With I need that sort of thing with Fury. Like I want the section where you're like, let's say you don't have the mutant.
Let's say you don't have a mutant. Press the pause button and quit out. No, don't do that.
I guarantee the answer isn't use a champion that's constantly draining his power. So that he never gets to his SP2, which you actually can evade, unlike his SP1.
SP1 you can't evade, it's just...
I've done it twice in Battlegrounds.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I mean,
no one intends
reliable.
To do it. Right, yeah.
That's the thing that I hate about Nyx, is that it's like 100% timing. By the time you see the visual cue, it is too late.
Oh, that was smart. That was smart to go in and do a 5-hit combo. In case you didn't know, which I definitely don't, I really like how you prefaced it with, like, there's a small chance I did know this. Nick will never throw his SP1 when he has 16, 17, or 18 taps. Is that in his kit, or is that just part of his AI?
It's not in his kit.
Yeah.
It's just the AI behavior.
Because doing so would gain him 4 charges, and he would cease to be unblockable.
Okay. Here's what I meant to do. I meant to pick King Groot. What's going on, Vega? BK, this stream is completely off the rails, man. It kind of, I don't know if it started on rails, but we are well off of it. Okay, let's go with Scorpion and see what happens.
Rag Hulk is poison immune.
Yeah. I at least know that.
Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot he could choose like different debuffs. Never mind.
Dude, he's really cool for that. I could see if you pull him, I think he's going to see you through a lot of content because he is so configurable.
Yeah, I really want one.
Yeah, if Strands is not here, I can say that I was thinking about R3, my Spidey 99. No one send that clip to him, please.
Jesus.
And he would be a valuable addition to the team.
Yeah.
Do you remember that one day Iman came into like leadership chat, or like not leadership chat, but whatever. It couldn't have been leadership because I was in it. Mm-hmm. But and he was so angry at, I don't remember who, because they were like, yeah. And then Gulk out of nowhere just went like unstoppable. Do you remember this? It was like a war fight. Yeah. He was so pissed off. the smash mechanic that I just ran face into.
That's the worst.
Considering how poorly I played, that went exceptionally well. I guess that's probably that wasn't a highly ranked Gulk though.
Right, but that victory pose though, that was awesome.
That is very intense.
Scorp? Yeah, he's intense. You love Oscar. Well, then you are in the right place, my friend. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. CGR is surprisingly good defender for Safeguard without a poison champ. Yeah,
Not enough people are running MCoC right.
Dual immunities. Masakre? Oh, that's right. Because he has the damage when a champion is Incinerator immune, right?
Right. Rolk and Ultron are the only two people he really fears from a damage perspective. What? And Kingpin.
Oh, Rolk. Okay, that makes sense.
Somebody's probably going to chime in the chat with another one. But
yeah, well, that's good. I mean, that's how this stuff works. There's no way, even DLL can't know everything. All right, I'm having so much fun, but eventually I do need to get back to work. Let's do one more.
Chuck says Hood Rex CGR. Yeah, Hood Rex an awful lot.
Chuck, I believe that was due to that horribly failed Rintra hunt I did. Also, the silver lining, I guess let's call it, produced this. Sig 160 Scorpion.
Jesus.
I know.
Work was very unhappy.
Why Work went for Rintra?
No, because he's just like, Vega pulls every featured champion.
Work. Well, you should know I didn't pull Rintra, and I'm pretty sure I'm reinstituting Capstinence. Because that hunt was just so brutally... It was a bloodbath. And I showed portions of it. There's no way I was going to show all of it on stream. Or on a video. But this was... my luck... The actual, percentages luck was outrageous. I never got Rintra. So if the opponent is inflicted with a Petrify and they attempt to heal, Scorpion gains... I'm up to 87% of the health denied from them. It is the tick... Each tick is... that's what was going on there, right? That's got to be what was going on. I wasn't really paying attention.
What was happening?
Yeah.
That I had inflicted
Scorpion was healing
with a Petrify. So Scorpion heals when they try to heal. He gets some of the health back. It's capped at 68.3% health per tick, but still.
Right, yeah, that's exactly what it seemed to happen.
So he's good. He's good. Hood also Rex CGI. There we go. Chuck's a smart player. Maybe we'll do more than one more. Let's see.
Yeah, I admit I did open the early access for Wong as well. I don't normally do that, especially not two in the same month, but I really like both of these. What
are you liking about Wong? If you're comfortable telling me, or telling me.
I like the way it feels like the flow of the character seems really good to me. Like I was reading through it and I was like, oh, and that's why you do this, because then this, and so that means that there's probably something in the kit that, yep, there it is. Like he feels like, he reminds me a little bit of Spider-Ham in that, where it's like every time you're looking over it and you're like, okay, and so I would want some other ability that does X so that it fits together. That ability is there. And so I don't think that he has like insane utility or anything, but I just feel like he would be really fun to play and would be very effective in a lot of content.
Was that the one I peer pressured you to buy? Or
that
was
makes
that
sense.
Rintra?
Rintra was the peer pressure one, but I was gonna do it.
Yeah, I know.
You didn't need it. You didn't. Hey, Nick's back. What do you guys think of recoil for this meta? Yeah, I noticed you were running. I mean, you kicked my butt, and I mean, obviously you're a skilled player. My roster is significantly larger, and you still kicked my butt 2 rounds in a row, 2 matchups in a row. So I don't know. I don't run them, but you're clearly making them work. What do you guys think?
They're absolutely horrible.
I win most when I face somebody with recoil.
I don't think I've lost to somebody with recoil.
I did lose one because they had a robot in the first round, and so I didn't catch that they had recoil on. I missed the flash. And so then I made a strategic error in round 2. And then in round 3, they put Elsa on defense, and I was out of mutants.
Oh, yeah, that does happen. If there was a way to somehow show that they were running recoil, I don't think any recoil user would ever win. In this meta, at least.
That seems possible, yeah.
Because you could easily strategize around it. And again, like there are only a few recoil champs that benefit from having recoil in Safeguard. You know, you can't use Corvus or Ghost, but like Herc, Omega.
Yeah.
I did die to a bishop because they had recoil on, and I couldn't really hit them for 16 seconds. That was
I have lost to a couple Eye Hulks due to recoil, just because if you don't have ability accuracy reduction and you can't kill him before he throws 3 special ones, that's 15 gamma right there. It feels like such BS when that happens, but like there are a few very annoying pro recoil interactions, but I don't think it's the net positive for most decks.
Absolutely not. No, like the fact that when you sniff out that they have recoil, the fact that you can use that information against them to either make them use horrible recoil attackers, or make them play something on defense that doesn't really work that well with recoil, and then get like 50% health off very easily from the poison. Again, it's just all about knowing if they have recoil and adjusting. If you can do that, I don't think you lose to anyone with recoil.
That's probably true. I may have lost to a couple like super nukes with bad drafts that I'm not remembering right now, but for the most part, I remember that one I lost due to not picking up on it in the first fight.
Yeah.
Do you guys, so I'm going to use Nick. Do you guys kill off his first life?
No.
No.
Are you running deep wounds?
Yes.
Yeah, I always run deep wounds, and I'm pretty sure, like Nerd has said, his rank 4 Nick is faster than his rank 4 Hitmonkey.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're running deep wounds. This fight should be quick.
No, I'm not actually.
Really? It looks like you are. That light bleed doesn't seem like it's 0.5 seconds long.
Yeah, you're getting a few ticks out of it.
Should I have gone to my SP2?
I think so, yes.
Yeah, it was after I did that I realized.
I also don't think I'd bother with heavies.
No?
Yeah, just light.
Yeah, because if you light to the special 2, that gets you what you need.
Okay. What about taking SP2 to the face? Is that a good idea or bad?
Well, you haven't done that yet, but you did take an SP1 to the face.
Very clever. Oh wow. This is a good next player.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah. Well done.
TJ saying I don't get why people think Herc is bad for this meta. I don't agree with that either. Herc is very good for this meta.
Yeah, he's one of my most popular bands.
Oh, is he? Interesting.
Well, because I have an unduped rank 3 Hercules, and most of the people I face have a Sig 200 rank 4 Hercules.
Right, yeah. I actually matched Yusafa and he had a rank 5 Hercules. No, I'm kidding. I didn't match Yusafa. I would have forfeited that. No, I'm kidding. But
is he a pretty brutal match?
It's like facing like a Kabam developer testing out all their champions.
Yeah, I mean, he's got everything. What's up, White Mummy? I'm about to get steamrolled. Oh, well.
That seems possible.
Yeah, I just think based on that first matchup, I was like, ooh, I think they're actually pretty good at the game.
Nick is another one of my popular bands.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because I don't have a 6-star. I'm basically Vega 2 years ago, hunting for Nick.
Yeah. But yeah, like I'm not using him offensively, so I don't get to benefit from it, and he's so dangerous going both ways.
Right. Herc is very good everywhere he goes. It's annoying at this point. Yeah, but you still should have R4 Tigra, nah. I'm sorry.
Infamous, that is not dreaming. I'm not sure if you're...
Oh, he's talking about me?
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's making the joke or it's because you actually do sound like him.
Do I actually sound like him?
You do a little bit.
I definitely know the difference, but I could see if someone who doesn't know you well.
Right. I've known Dreamin' for a very long time.
Yeah. Oh no, why did I do this?
Like, it wouldn't shock me to hear two, like, cousins or brothers that sound that similar.
Well, I gotta take a look at Ancestry.com. Let's see if that's a thing. Also, this match is going really well for you, man. Keep it up.
This is going great.
Yeah. You actually stopped, like, half of the second life healing.
With applying poison?
Yep.
I'd love to say that was intentional, but I will not, because it'd be a lie. Wow. That was really good. Oh well. I'm having fun, so we're going to do at least one more. I think there was a question in here. Is Scorpion good or amazing for the Safeguard meta in the Battlegrounds? Right now, I would feel comfortable with good. I don't know if I would go up to amazing. You guys have opinions?
I know very little about him.
Yeah, I don't
just
know anything.
He looks really cool.
I think the fact that, like, you know, like Slaymon was saying, is like, uh-oh, this could be a problem because Gulk is poison immune, and then I could just switch up what kind of damage I was going to do, and then therefore also what I was immune to, if that comes into play. I think that's a really big deal. His sting itself is not, it's called a sting, but it's not like Spider Ham. So it's not as quick. Like, I think even J-Nick was saying, like, he's not as quick, but he is good. So I like him. I don't know about amazing yet. Hopefully we get to use him a few more times here. That's part of what I want to try to see.
What Infamous said is what hits the spot for me. Any champ that relies on the opponent to throw specials falls out of amazing, and I agree. Like, I really tried to like spam over the last 2 days, but it's just really infuriating when they have like 6 power stings on them and a taunt and they won't throw a special.
Yeah, I
see you saw my death to Mysterio last week.
Love Spider Ham, though. You're gonna have trouble getting me to say negative things about him.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
I'm not
I enjoy
asking
it.
to say negative things. It's just I don't like him.
That feels
And
negative.
I actually like him quite a bit, but good lord, is it frustrating when a taunt does nothing.
Right? Yeah.
I think saying I don't like him is negative. I don't know. not to hone in on that too much, but it feels like a negative statement.
Yeah.
Nicolopoulos, was that you? Well played, man. If I don't know if you were listening to the stream, but I was like, this is clearly a good player. Way to go. That was awesome. Thank you for kicking my butt. But seriously, that was awesome. All right. I still have to play this game. Let's go with now. Where was Overseer the first like 2 hours of this stream? He was like taking a nap. Now he wants to come out and play.
Joe
I think you
asked anyone
drafted him
using-
the last game or the game before that.
Yeah.
Joe asks anyone using Icarus for Safeguard. I've heard very good things.
Icarus? Mikey in members chat loves him. Loves his Icarus. I don't know Icarus as well. So
I am cautiously grinding for him right now.
Oh, really? Oh, cool. Good luck, man. While you're sick, that's a big thing.
Is this 3 arena champs in a month that you've done now?
This will be 2 months. I'm pretty sure it's been
Oh,
more than a
okay.
month since I...
All right.
Okay, cool.
I don't even know if it makes sense, but we'll bring in Scorpion so we can kind of see what he can do. And
Probably want Warlock for Bishop or Domino.
I've been trying to prove how worthless Thing is in the stream, so I wanted to bring him in.
I agree.
Dude, I mean, I can't think of who it was, but it's a known smart player. Was it Triple U? I think it was. Because I was like, I'm beginning to think about not bringing in Thing. Oh, here we go.
Well, there he is.
Yeah.
Me at that point.
Because, yeah, I mean, there you go. But like in my A deck or even like my B, as I start to replace champions, like I feel like someone always has an answer for him. Not that that necessarily means Thing's bad, but it's like people are just prepared for him. And so I'm wasting a rank 3 sig 200 Thing. Like it just, I don't know.
Well, you could also look at it the other way, which is you're forcing a good option onto Thing that won't be used elsewhere.
That's what he was saying. Right. It just hasn't panned out that way for me. Thing has not. Imagine having a B deck. Sorry, Infamous.
Infamous, I know how that feels.
Well, the thing is, I faced Infamous once, and he destroyed me. Destroyed.
Yeah, he's good.
That's who it was. I knew I was forgetting someone. It was Barrowman, Brutal, and Infamous, and I was concentrating in all of them. I was focused. I was concentrating. And they were just like, go back to kindergarten, Sin. Like, you gotta educate yourself here. So,
yeah, I basically didn't play Arena yesterday though, so I don't know. This one may not happen.
Oh, I mean, you could probably still do it, but I wouldn't be surprised if everyone and their mother is grinding for Icarus because he went so low.
Did you see who's next week's though, or are starting Thursdays? I guess.
No.
It's gonna be crazy.
Uh-oh.
It's Wong, and the basic is Doom.
Jesus.
Okay, well, gonna laugh at everyone while I do milestones.
Yeah, no kidding.
Although I would imagine a lot of the people who would normally grind Arena maybe already have Doom. I don't know on this one.
Yeah, Doom is probably going to go crazy low in the first round, and then everyone's like, oh, we should get Doom.
I don't know. I still feel like there are a lot of people with pretty sizable rosters who do grind Arena and that kind of thing, and they've been saying for months, it's like my prestige would be fine if I had a Doom.
Well, he was in the featured a couple months ago, and the exact same thing I described happened. Was the first round he went like below 100 million.
Yeah, but I feel like it's slightly different calculus in the basic.
Fair enough, yeah. But I think the same pattern is going to emerge. It's just going to go low in the first round.
Maybe so. I think that the fact that if you already have him, it's only 1 sig instead of 20, it has a big effect.
Yeah.
So, is Warlock just not a good option for Bishop? Like, I'm on autopilot here. I'm not even thinking. Or did I just bungle that completely?
I took a Bishop earlier today with Warlock. The only thing I really had to do to get the fight completely under control was Dex 1 SP2. And after that, the fight was firmly under control because I was able to cycle SP2s with like 3 and 4 infection up, which kept him completely power drained.
So you just kept him from a bar the whole time?
Yeah, I parry a lot at the beginning.
Right, yeah, to get infection up immediately. And since they're running willpower,
yeah,
you're able to prevent specials. Or if you get Dex the SP2, then you don't even need to prevent specials.
Yeah, sometimes I even heavy towards the end because it's not like you're feeding in prowess.
Got it. I think this is going to go really poorly. I think Scorpion's going to get a lot of crit fail. But I wanted to use Scorpion, so we're forcing it.
No worries. He might fumble Mole Man versus Mojo. That's not an easy matchup.
I've been practicing Bishop. High sig Ultron's by far my favorite for Bishop. I just need to get better at fighting Bishop with various counters because I'm not always going to be able to have that.
Yeah, Chuck is saying parry until he gets infected, then all heavy.
This is really working against Scorpion, in case everyone can't tell. Like, I can't even land my debuffs. She's crit failing a bunch of them. And the pacing of the fight's terrible for him.
Right, yeah.
I just despise Domino so much.
Oh, I love Domino when I'm using Guardian. Other than that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, she's Nimrod food as well, but I just...
Oh god, are you watching the crit fails?
Yeah.
It was just crit fail for the last 20 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, like, the good thing is that at least...
It's still going.
that at least means the damage isn't that high, but it's silly.
Like, the crit fail should just stay up.
Right, yeah, I don't even know why it has a duration.
The cooldown timer is just stupid at this point.
It's really interesting how,
Before.
since Domino, they've come out with the sabotage thing. And so then all of those champions say, when an ability fails due to ability accuracy reduction, it does damage.
Yeah.
But Domino's just when an ability fails, which is so frustrating.
That was not a good display of Scorpion, and he lives, at all, for all the reasons we're just stating. So please don't. I just wanted to force Scorpion because I thought I was going to lose that round, and I had said I wanted to show Scorpion. K-Dog's back, or not K. Oh, K-Dog's back too, and OG Highline. They're both back. All right, wait, we're still going. We're still live here. All right.
Old reliable.
See, this is where me not knowing how to fight and control Fury's tactical charges will really be highlighted for everybody.
Reparry.
Right, yeah. Above a bar, just hold block and either reparry or beta heavy.
Right,
And then
that's the core of
eventually,
it.
yeah, and then eventually when you get them to 15, 16 charges, you ideally have a special ready to push them over to 20.
Nas saying get to your special 3.
Oh, with Overseer? Yeah.
I feel like I was doing so well.
Right, that's just Nick being annoying.
He's a jerk.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, what's up, dude?
Ooh, that damage.
Yeah. That's pretty nice.
Overseer went from OG Hulk to Omega Red.
No. Oh, wow.
K-Dog, don't do that.
Okay, so... Okay, we're going to talk about this one because
you should have won.
I feel like I should have lost.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I agree.
And I've typically been kind of not arguing, but just saying, like, the way my eyes see it, I feel the other way around. Like, look at this. Oh, did he time out? He timed out. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah. But your matchup was significantly harder.
It was, but also, like, sorry, Vega, but if
No, it's fine, it's fine.
after the special 3, he'd, like, avoided that combo, then he would have had enough health to win. And pretty handily.
Yeah.
Even if he hadn't gotten Nick down immediately, because that gave him some power, like, I think he would have won.
So yeah, advice of the day: avoid 5-hit combos.
So don't get hit in the face. That's what you guys are saying?
Yes, yeah.
Was that so through blocking and dexing? Is that the main way to
avoid? Well, I mean, when he's unblockable.
I highly recommend blocking Nick at 17 tactical charges.
Hey, if I can do it, I'm going to do it. If I can figure out a way. But so, like, I look at this and I get it. I'm not arguing that the scoring system was not applied correctly. What I'm saying is like, I don't know how to change the scoring system, but I look at this. I almost timed out. I only have 21% health left. They are almost at full health. I mean, I guess it's 15% off, but it's close. And we're only 7% away from killing my defender. I don't know. I don't, like, I look at this and to me, I'm like, somehow the scoring system should make it so that I don't win this.
Right, and it did. It did.
Well, you didn't win.
Oh, I thought I did.
No.
Well, then everything's fine.
But that is a good case in point for what I'm talking about, because, like, if you had played your side of the match a little cleaner, or if your King Groot was a little bit lower sig, like, or had 5,000 less health, then, like, but they timed out thing goes away.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I didn't win, because that's how I feel. I shouldn't have. But I think that also shows, like, how gone I am, because I thought I had won. So we'll do one more, and then we're truly done. I'm having so much fun, but I'm not even making sense anymore. I can't tell if I won or lost.
Infamous, worth saying, most of that damage Vega was doing had nothing to do with Overseer's SIG.
Yeah, it was the cosmic mode.
Yeah.
That's a very common mistake with him.
A lot of people ask, and I'll constantly try to let people know, I think even just SIG 1, you're getting a lot with him. Because getting that extra gamma when something doesn't work, like the nullifiers don't work or something like that, I think that's enough. I really do.
Yeah.
Is that an OG Black Panther I saw?
Yeah.
He's SIG 200, isn't he?
No.
Never mind. Okay.
I would be using him.
You just flirted with it?
Yeah. That was another life. That was another lifetime ago. Here, let's bring him in, though.
He's very good for this.
You need to do one round, with OG Black Panther.
I'm just trying to get over the fact, like, that, you know how it is, like, when you're sick and you start to feel better, and then something happens that lets you know how not better you are. The fact that I thought I won that is letting me know, like, how not better I am. I really thought I won.
Looking forward to that being my whole week.
Yeah, DL, I wish you a swift recovery, my friend.
Thanks. I mean, I'm so glad that today isn't worse than yesterday. That was my fear.
For what it's worth, you sound fine.
Thanks, man. Oh. I've been pretty good about muting for the coughs.
Oh, okay, you do that.
Gotta get rid of Omega Red because he's bad.
Yes.
And
overrated, terrible champion.
Overrated.
Bad for your chances of winning.
Bad. Yeah, exactly.
I ban Omega a fair amount.
I don't.
I know.
For good reason.
It's the same way that
Boris is asking,
ban Apocalypse or Tiger.
Do you guys think that the skip SP3 button should be default, like turned off or turned on, I guess, for everyone?
No. I hate it.
Yeah, I hate it as well.
Because it messes with the spacing and the timing.
I was going to say, isn't there a lot of issues with it? It's not implemented properly. Like, what if it was implemented properly?
No, it is implemented properly. It's just when you're doing the Doom cycle, like, this is my example with it. You're doing the Doom cycle, and you come out of the SP3 animation, you have the perfect timing for medium, light, medium. But when you hit the skip button, it happens so suddenly that you might miss the medium, light, medium right after the SP3.
Right. Even if it is implemented absolutely perfectly, I feel like my resources are not adequate for it to feel good.
Okay. If it's putting you in the wrong spot, then it can't be implemented properly, though. Still suck
Right,
at
but I
step
don't
one.
think that's what Slay's saying. I think he's saying like it puts you in the wrong spot, but the jump cut is harsh enough that it can mess with your inputs.
Got it.
Which I guess falls under
your side of the inputs.
Which I guess falls under not implemented correctly, but you know what I mean.
It's only if words matter.
Yeah, I mean,
Slay.
maybe it's something I could get used to, but
Yeah.
I don't want to anytime soon.
Right.
We're having a great time. We miss you guys. Thanks, K-Dog. I missed the group too. I can't believe how long we're streaming. I had planned on being done a very long time ago. But
I wish I was around earlier. I would have tried to stream Snipe you.
I don't think my rating was high enough. I thought I'd win a few out of the gate, and I just started losing automatically. Like, I'd love to say that I intended it. It was not intentional.
I did a few over the weekend when I was worse. Dude, Battlegrounds is really, really hard at less than 100%.
It takes a lot out of you. Okay, what am I doing here? Here, this is how bad Thing is. I know that I should be saving him and whatever, but he didn't even get used in the last round. Everyone has options for him. We didn't mention Elsa.
Black Widow might be nice if that's a SIG 200.
I'm kind of hoping to see if they use him. Yeah, I think if a 5-star.
I would have used Elsa.
Who should I use here? Black Panther? Okay.
Oh yeah, I think Nas taken that before.
I have no idea how to use it. He's. I made the video. When I make the videos, I get really immersed in it, and then I like forget everything. So we'll see how this goes. Unless the opponent send afterwards, I don't usually use the skip. I don't even have it enabled as an option.
Yeah, so short combos, yeah. Love it when they do this.
Yeah, God, I hate. I dislike the AI changes.
Do you think I should trigger it with my SP1? I'm going to.
Not gonna lie, I don't know how he works. He's just fun to watch. So Nas saying SP1 with 2+ dormant charges, punish heavies, and intercept.
Solid crit RNG.
That was beautiful.
He's very fluid. I'm remembering how fluid he was.
Awesome.
That's a good Sasquatch takedown.
And look at that. 5-star Black Widow. And maybe I could have played better.
That was close. It was within 1,000 points, right?
I wouldn't be that mad about that.
I'm not mad. See ya, OG Highland. Thanks for being here, buddy. And thanks for the work you're doing out there.
Take care, Highland.
What am I doing here?
Yeah, Chuck. Joe is quite good for Battlegrounds. And for most metas, honestly. I even won a few offensively with him on Masochism, which is definitely his worst thus far.
No, if you were watching, were there ways to have sped that up, you think?
I mean, Nimrod or Crossbones, right? Yeah.
I definitely didn't. I wasn't trying to pick Nebula. The game picked Nebula for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Thing is bad agenda is what this advances, is what Nas saying.
T'Challa crushed Sasquatch. No one can deny that. Just apparently 5-star Black Widow original is better against a SIG 200. I mean, that's what she's supposed to do. So I'm not trying to take that point too far.
Right, yeah, it's like if it was Falcon.
Yeah.
I just the way this all came up is I was saying that Thing has not been nearly as valuable as I thought he would be.
The very first beta, he was flat out immortal. The very first masochism beta we had.
Oh, I still use Diablo for him.
No, I understand, but like, a lot more people weren't finishing Thing fights.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Then everyone adapted.
Oh, that is tilted.
Oh no.
Excuse me. I was middle of the fight. I didn't get there in time.
Things were going well until I got caught on that.
Yeah, for sure, Joe. I think Kabam is getting better at... I mean, for one thing, relative to old champions, new champions just have more abilities. And so it's more likely that something is going to come up. Like, to use Nimrod as an example, I have taken him with Mojo successfully, and with Claire, but I always talk about how I think that in almost all cases, 5 out of 5 Mystic Dispersion is better. Nimrod is one of the very few defenders that makes me rethink that, because you gain a lot of power as something expires, and you're like, no, I need to throw it now. And then boom, special 3.
Okay, I've been having so much fun, but I think I need to go do other things, like work and,
arena
and eat.
Oh no, sorry.
Yeah, no, not arena. I'm logging off.
Gold's looking kind of low.
I'm off. Oh yeah, sometimes the gold will come up in a few seconds. This was an absolute blast. I've never had so much fun losing a lot as I did today. So thank you everyone for being part of it. Apparently we didn't lose as much as I thought we did. We lost a lot.
That's no offense that it was not what my memory said either.
Yeah, where are all the losses? There we go. There's some. There, there. Look at that. We did terrible. Once we fell enough in the rankings, we started winning a little bit. So that makes sense. We've proved nothing except for Silver Surfer is obviously an MVP. Thing is terrible, and anything else was proven today that I don't know how to tell if I've won or lost a round. Apparently,
and don't assign Vega Nick in war.
Do not under any circumstances. Although when you guys said reparry, I was like, that makes a lot of sense, and that did help.
And
a
that
lot.
one went very well.
Yeah, aside from when I tried to block the unblockable attacks, apparently that's not a good idea. But thanks everyone for being here. This was fun. I got to actually be sarcastic, which was a blast. Thank you, Slay, for showing on. You brought a lot of energy, which was, I think, needed at that point. And DLL, thanks for toughing it out, man. I can't believe we went 3 hours. 3 hours and 18 minutes with both of us feeling poorly. So thank you so much for being here. Do you guys have any videos you're working on, or just getting pumped up for the war season, or what are you guys doing?
Oh yeah, the war season starts.
Yeah.
I have one more.
Pretty excited for that,
video.
And terrified.
Slay, you're going to do great, my friend. And then DL, you put out the OGs of Defiance this morning, right? Anything else?
Yeah, it's a lot of Killmonger and Reed. And I have another one that's basically that. But also Professor X. I used him for 2 fights this last war. It's finally dusting him off and getting a little more used to him. So that was fun.
I'm excited for all these war videos. I hope someone gets to use a lot of Professor X. And then, guys, we don't normally stream raid, but we're going to raid Enzo. I'm usually done before he's on. Can anyone link his stream in the chat? I'd really appreciate it.
Find it.
And of course,
Enzo always raids me.
Beat you to it.
Yeah, Enzo's awesome. I just am usually done before he starts. And thank you, OG Highland, for the generous donation. I really appreciate it. Thank you, everyone in the chat. You guys are why this is fun, right? Like, because we get to interact and joke around and screw around and do things like use Scorpion versus Domino and Battlegrounds and have an absolute blast. Please raid Enzo, and let's go with Vega Raid. I'll even stop over for a while. Vega Raid sounds like a new Gatorade. Never thought of that before. And thank you. Thank you everyone for being here. Let's go raid Enzo. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Later, all.